3, 2, 1, lift off.
That's me, Major Tom.
It's not showing it live yet.
Guys, guys, quiet. We're
We're
starting.
live.
Now it's
Oh.
live.
All right. Yeah. Anonymous.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela effectians. So we're back once again for an exciting week of Mandela effects. Who is ready?
I'm ready.
Already.
I'm ready.
All right, so we got our gang tonight. We got Digital Scribe, Tom from Digital Scribe, and his channel. We got Sandy, Theresa, and we have Jeffrey, who's decided to join us tonight. Hey, Jeffrey, welcome aboard.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you guys hear him?
Better?
I can hear Jeffrey now.
Hey,
Is it
Jeffrey.
clear?
Hey, Jeffrey.
Hey, Jeffrey.
I got my headphones on.
Yeah, it
Okay,
sounds
cool.
a lot better.
That does sound a lot better. We have Esther here. She's back with us again. Hey, Esther.
Hi.
Good to see you, and great to have everybody, all of you out there in the audience. Thank you for coming tonight. We got a great show lined up. So, Theresa, you want to start us off with something and then pass it off to Tom?
Yes. I would like to speak about Bryan.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, really. Who are you talking about? Which Bryan?
Bryan Adams has a song called Heaven. And you know, I don't know, are you able to play a little clip of it? Or
Can you send me the little clip, maybe?
I don't have the clip.
Okay. So which part of the song is it then?
It's the part that goes, I blank. Hard to believe we're in heaven.
I'm finding it hard to believe.
Oh, Bryan!
What?
You're supposed to say blank where you just said that word.
I don't know. Blank.
I blank. Hard to believe.
Okay. Some people are remembering.
You just said the word.
Some people. Well, the thing is, some people are remembering find, right? And the other one is.
Okay, let me just say it. It's the part that goes, I find it hard to believe we're in heaven. And now when you listen to it, it says, I'm finding it hard to believe. Bryan, you want to play that part? And I did find residue for that. Don't know where I put it, though.
Anyone else can add to that? Or
I do have residue. I'd have to find it.
I remember find it. It was not finding it. It was find it.
I
Me
find
too.
it hard.
Fine. What about you? What about you guys in the audience?
I couldn't tell either way.
Let's see.
I have to listen to
Let's survey.
Survey says.
Survey said.
Hey, what's up, Mark? Hey, Mark, welcome. We got Matthew Myers, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Yellow Sun. Hey.
Ask the subs. Ask your people. See what they remember.
Does anyone know that Bryan Adams song? This is the one we're talking about. Was it Find It Hard to Believe We're in Heaven or Finding It Hard to Believe We're in Heaven? Wow. Everyone says find.
Yes!
It was fine. Yes.
You want to play a little clip of it and let them hear
We
it
have
now?
a winner.
All right.
Yep, we have a winner.
a new
And
Mandela.
there's plenty of residue out there, too. It's somewhere on my phone.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a clip. While I'm finding a clip, guys, Tom, you wanna mention anything about this song or any other songs? Maybe that changed for you, or
Let me see if I
No,
can find
the one I remember was Dust in the Wind. I think that did a flip flop. Isn't that so?
I didn't even know it changed.
Dustin. What's that?
What was the change?
Well, in the first line, in the song originally it said, "All we are is dust in the wind," right? Well, then when they had the ME change, the first line, the first chorus said, "All they are is dust in the wind." Moneybags made a video about it, right?
I remember it now. Yes.
Okay, so I was blown away with that, but then, like a month or two later, I was listening to a radio. Then the first line said, "Say all they are is dust in the wind." It went back to "all we are," and then I played the recording I had, of course, and
Send me
files, and
residue.
it did a flip flop. And I'm just wondering if anybody's noticed that one, because that's like a flip flop.
That is a good flip flop. I didn't notice that one, but I had a flip flop happen to me, but no one made a video about it. So this is more like a personal, but you know the song Hotel California?
Oh yeah, I'm sure everybody knows that one. It's a
I was
famous.
listening to the radio. This was last summer.
Right.
And I was blown away. He said, "This could be heaven and this could be hell." And I was like, "Oh my God, it was or, not and." And now it's flipped back to or. Now it's back to the way it should be. It now says heaven or hell again.
Wow. Yeah. And it originally was or, and then I didn't
I didn't have
realize.
a platform to share that one, so at the time I didn't have a platform to say anything, so I don't think I got noticed.
I just want to put a plug for Theresa's Facebook page. Yeah, that's what's good about it, because if you have an idea or ME, just throw it out there, and then they can run up the flagpole, see who salutes it. Then, because you may see an ME that everybody's missing, and once you put it out there, they'll say, "Oh yeah, that's right, it is an ME," because they check with their memory and the residue. So it's always good for us to always communicate, always to throw. It doesn't matter. Obviously, it doesn't matter how crazy it is, because it is the greatest show on the earth. But
it is. It's live.
It's live, and it's in a lot of times it's right in your own home. You don't have to travel anywhere.
Exactly.
And it's free, no charge.
And when I said it's live, I immediately thought it's in Technicolor. It really is with all the rainbow stuff happening.
Oh yeah, and not only that, you also get the features of the dead rays, the words of change, and all that wonderful stuff, and of course retroactive technology. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, for me, the image changes are my favorites when the images change, because I'm a very visual person and I catch them a lot easier. But lately, I've been catching a lot of changes in words too. I just think it's speeding up. I think I remember seeing that someone said it was slowing down, and not for me. It's doing the exact opposite.
It's ramped up, and the thing is, it's gone into a different way of changing. Like, it's just not your natural things. Now we get more retro causality, and then we get all kinds of crazy stuff. And I think it affects human behavior too. I mean, people themselves, their personalities and all that are shifting, I think.
Yeah.
That's just.
Brian, please show this.
Where's Brian at? Is Brian?
Brian.
I sent him some residue for that ME I just did.
I find it hard to believe we're in heaven.
Told you.
That's what it is, because that's what it. I mean, that's what it was. Now it's.
I just sent you residue. Can you please show it?
Yeah, I'm finding it now.
Thank you.
He's finding it now.
He's finding it now. Well,
please find the find.
Better late than ever. That's what I say.
Right over your head.
Better late than never.
That's right. A piece of the pie is better than none.
Brian, did you see it? I sent it to you and Sandy.
Let me present this real quick, okay?
Thank you. I told you I had it.
There you go. Theresa, you unlocked them.
No!
Hang on a second. That's not it. I was trying to.
I just heard finding.
Yeah, he got the wrong one, Theresa.
No, when I listened to it, it said find. I find it.
Because it did the Smith effect to you.
Oh, man, not another Laura and Yanni.
Oh, that's great.
Yep, now it says finding. Listen again.
When I'm lying here in your arms, I find it hard.
Whoa, guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Jacob OC is saying Hotel California is still saying heaven and hell. He just checked now.
It flipped back.
It flipped back. So when you're done this, can you check that, please, Brian?
Yeah, I can check that one.
So we saying it's a double flip flop? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cool.
The Apollo 13 movie.
We gotta hear if it flipped back, because then it'll prove that I did hear it.
That Apollo 13, that whole thing, Houston have a problem. That was a big That was weird. That flip flop. I don't even know what
Which
it
one?
is now. I have no idea that Houston, we have a problem.
Oh yeah,
That
that
if Houston,
that
we
flipped
had
a
a
lot.
problem. I
Yeah,
have
that
no
kept
idea
flipping
what
back
it
and forth.
actually says now. I
Houston.
went onto that website. It said the misquoted lines of movies, and it was on that. That was one of the misquotes was Houston, we have a problem, and they're like, no, it's Houston, we had a problem. And then I went and watched the video, and it actually said have a problem. So I was like, oh, that flip flop right there.
Yep, that flipped.
And then I watched it flip flop
That
again, and
supposedly
I'm
flip
like,
flopped a couple times.
Guys,
yeah, I
guys,
have no idea what it says now.
that
I
song,
can't keep
Hotel
track of it.
California, what minute marker is it? Can you help me?
Jacob OC, can you tell him what minute marker you heard? And he's saying the and is only in the like the radio version. Live versions still say or.
Oh yeah, the live version's going to say that because they're playing it out of their memory.
Right.
And
Or it's still flip flopping. You know, like that's the other thing.
yeah, that is pretty cool. I think flip flops are pretty awesome. I don't know if anybody remembers Jacob Isreal. He did a video a couple years ago about all the Mandela effects. And he did something on a tidy cat, where it was used to be tidy cats. Then he did it when it flipped to tidy cat.
Yep.
I can't seem to find that video within the video because it went back to tidy cats, and it's just driving me crazy. It's almost like that part of the video was like, quantumly edited out. I don't know if anybody realized that.
Brian, it's the marker he's saying is around 1:30.
1:30, 1 minute 30.
Yeah. I saw a video, but I don't know if it was Jacob Israel's one on tidy cats, going to tidy cat and vice versa.
All right, here it is. You want to hear it?
Yep. Uh-oh. I heard or.
I
Yeah,
heard
me
more
too.
of the live version.
Play it
That's
again?
the live version.
Oh, that's a live version?
No, we need the radio version, like the actual recorded
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, just get not the live one.
The
let me
live
find
one they say or he said.
Okay.
Oh,
No, he
live
says
one's
one
great for
marker-
residue.
The marker number is 125. See? Yes, it says and.
And this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It flipped again. I'm not
No, no, no.
crazy. Thank you, Jacob.
Oh, no, not at
Slow
all.
it down. Let's slow it down so we can tell.
Oh, that's clear.
And guys,
What do you guys hear?
And
And
Andy, we have another winner, ladies and gentlemen. Ding, ding, ding.
Or.
it's supposed to be or.
this is
Yeah.
a new change for you guys, but it's a complete flip flop for me a
Oh, wait.
year ago.
Wait, how many of you said and? Let's see in the chat.
I did.
I'm curious.
me.
Me.
Come
Throw
on,
my
chat.
vote in.
Let's
What
raise
did
our
you hear,
hands.
chat?
Is this a Laurel and Yanny all over again? I heard or. What'd you guys hear?
Frankie heard or.
I heard and.
Ron, you getting smiffed?
Oh, man.
I heard and.
Me too. I agree with you.
Yeah, I heard and in there. The live
Yeah.
version had or.
Wait,
Sheena,
which they-
Jacob,
You heard
they
and?
heard and.
Jacob heard and.
Jocko heard or.
All right, I'll play it one more time.
Play it
Yeah,
as slow as you
yeah.
can.
I'll slow it down even
We're
more.
gonna play it again, guys.
Okay.
Play it again, Sam.
We're just
There's
talking
another one
about the
for you.
radio version, guys, not the live.
Radio.
That was so slow.
Yeah, what's your
I didn't get
quarter
it.
speed? No, it's
wait a
quarter
second,
speed.
wait a second.
That's a little
Brian,
too
move it
low.
up some.
I heard and
Yeah.
that time.
I heard
Yeah,
and.
it's always and.
I heard or that time.
I heard and each time.
I heard and. Ron, you're getting smiffed.
Yeah, I'm hearing and. All right,
Yeah, I'm
guys.
hearing Ann.
One more
If
time.
what-
Last time.
Do it
Brian's
at normal
hearing
speed.
or,
They're
cool.
asking for normal speed.
I'm gonna try to hear or.
All right.
All right,
let's
we'll
do
listen for or.
normal speed. Ready?
Yeah, roll film.
This could be heaven, this could be hell.
Still
And-
It's Ann.
And,
It's absolutely Ann, Brian.
I heard
Andy.
or.
and every time.
And
I hear
Look at the
and.
chat. Look at the chat. Everybody's seeing
What?
It's Ann.
Oh, all right. All right.
It's all right, Mr. It's all right, Mr. Smith. We understand.
He's just on a different frequency.
The
I feel
shades
like
look
the
good on
redhead-
you. That's all I could say. I love that pair of Ray-Bans you're wearing.
Brian, look at the chat. Look at the chat, Brian.
What did they
Everyone's
say?
hearing and. Everyone.
Yeah, it is.
He forgot his
Obvious.
tinfoil hat.
Oh yeah, gotta have the tinfoil hat. Are you kidding?
Frankie says he
I
heard
like-
or.
Mine
I'm
is invisible.
with-
You just can't see it.
I'm with Frankie.
Use the gold one from Apollo 13. That always looks good. The nice gold shiny aluminum foil. That's a guy make
Don't
a
worry,
tin hat out of.
Frankie. You'll catch up to us soon.
Yeah.
Frankie and Brian still
Hey.
hear or.
Hey, what about that?
It's
What about
okay.
the other one? Did you
We
guys
still
hear,
love them.
Yeah.
did you guys hear that one? That new Laurel Yanni we played last time. What was that other one?
The Ellie and
Elily and Aurora. What did you guys hear out of that?
Lily.
I heard Elily
I heard that.
about 20 times, and then it changed to Aurora for me. It was weird.
I've never heard it as Aurora, but I only listened to it like 5 or 6 times.
I have
I
no
only heard
idea.
Ellie. I tried
Ooh.
muting it where I didn't hear the music and listen
Alright.
to other music first, and I always heard Elily. I couldn't get anything else but that.
All right,
And
let's
it
see.
didn't even really sound like Elily, but that's.
Well, let's see. Let's see what you guys hear out of this one. Elily or Aurora? Okay.
Okay.
I'm playing it louder now. What do you guys hear?
Lily.
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 I hear Aurora.
Brian.
You
I
hear
even
Aurora?
I even say Aurora in my head, and all I hear is Lily.
Yeah, I hear Lily too.
Just go. Look, very high. 3, 2.
All right. Anyway, that's one of
What
those.
do you hear, Brian? Brian, what do you hear now?
Oh my.
It used to be a Lily. It was weird.
What happened to me?
Esther, do you have headphones that you could put in?
Yeah, I just hear Lily.
Yeah, that's what I hear
It's like you're
too.
saying E Lily or something,
That's all I
like
hear.
L-L-E or something.
Yeah,
It's all-
Lily.
yeah, that's what I hear.
I tell myself to hear Aurora, and I just can't hear it.
Well, for me, it almost sounds like, it almost sounds like a laurel. It sounds like a laurel. That's what it sounds like to me.
When I try to say Aurora, it kind of sounds like that, where I'm trying to force my brain to hear it, but it's kind of like the Grover thing. When I told myself that I wanted it to hear, I could hear it, but this one I can't. Like
Justice
that
for all.
one with Lady Gaga, I can't hear. All I hear is "That's right" or something like
Wow,
that.
everybody's hearing a Lily. That's awesome. What?
Brian, even when I say Aurora in my head and I try to force it, I still hear a Lily.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Alice is with me. She hears Aurora and who else? Alice and who else? Preliminal's gonna try. Hey, Preliminal, where you at, buddy? You should jump in the chat with us for a little bit, man.
Get him to come on, Brian.
Come
Looks
on,
like
man.
Keith wanted to come on.
Come on, Prelim. It'd be cool to have him on,
Hey,
Brian.
guys, I have to ask you something. Speaking of split realities and split frequencies, like we're hearing and seeing lately, I have another one for you. What do you guys remember? Do you remember that scene in Shrek when that blonde-headed prince is being mean to the princess, and what does she do? Does she headbutt him, or does she karate chop him in the neck? What do you remember?
Headbutt?
Prince Charming, is that?
Yeah, Prince Charming. What do you guys remember?
I'm not going to answer.
Come on,
I
I
want
know.
to say head, but that's what I want to say.
Yeah, I know you guys have kids.
I watched
Some of you out there have kids, and I'm sure you've seen this or
several
whatever.
times.
It's been too long.
Been too long?
It's been too long for me, too.
I was like 5.
The only person I remember her karate chopping was Robin Hood and the Men in Tights. I don't remember seeing anything else.
That was a good scene.
Hey, Brian, I got to jump off now.
Yeah,
I
that
have
was
like
funny.
20
That was like the
minutes.
Matrix scene.
Yeah, Tom, no problem.
Hey,
Great
I'll
having
catch
you.
up with you guys. It was nice meeting all you out there.
It was nice meeting you,
and
too.
guys, please check out Tom's channel. He talked a lot about the Smith effect and a lot of other.
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of wild stuff with there. It's just type in digital scribe, just one word on YouTube, and you'll see me with you see my logo now with the ones and zeros. That's how you know you got the right channel. And I also have a link to my digital scribe .us webpage as well, but that's linked from the YouTube channel. Thank you very much, you guys, and thank you, Brian, for having me on your show. And I'll catch y'all on the next flip flop. Okay?
Sounds good.
Bye, Tom.
All right, Tom.
Thanks
Bye.
for coming.
I'll
Have a
talk
good
to you
night.
later.
Love you
Have
guys.
a great night, man.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Tom.
family.
Oh, there. Move my camera back.
Awesome. So that was great. Tom could spend some time with us, and if you're interested, what I'm curious about is what causes the Smith effect, because I experienced it myself too with this McDonald thing.
Wait, we didn't talk about it yet. We didn't talk
Yeah,
about that yet.
can you explain the McDonald thing to us, Andy?
Well, I have to ask the chat. Guys, I found a new effect for me. And Brian, if you want to pull up the residue while I do this, that I put in the Google Drive.
Yeah, sure can.
But all right, guys. So the McDonald's jingle. It's a good time for the great taste. Blank McDonald's. What word do you remember? You guys put in the chat. It's a good time for the great taste. Blank McDonald's. What do you guys remember? No one's putting anything in. Oh wait, there we go. Jacob's got love. Anybody else? What else do you remember?
Like, we just eat there. We don't care about what they say.
Funny.
Sean Sullivan says at.
Sean says at. We have one at. We have two of. Rick says of. Alice
4
of.
ofs. There's 2 ats and 4 ofs.
Oh my goodness.
So we're at 60-40 right now. Anybody
All right.
want
Well, can somebody find me the commercial, Theresa or Sandy? Can you guys send me the commercial where
It's already in the Google Drive, Brian. I already put the clip in there. It's already in the drive.
Now, is it residue or is it like?
It's how it is now. The images the images of McDonald's that I sent are the residue.
Okay. Let's hear the video real quick.
Wow, you gotta play it slower.
I can try to slow it down. Here we go. Normal speed.
You're gonna lose it, Jacob.
Oh no. Speed. Okay, here we go. Let's slow it down. Ready?
At McDonald's. That's what it's saying now.
I'm telling you, it sounds like both for me right here. How is that possible?
There's a lot of background noise. If you want to try to find a newer one, that's an old clip.
Okay.
But there's a lot of background noise because like the bird is there. I forgot birdie's there making noise, and But it was of for me, and I have residue of which I put in your Google Drive. But if you want to find a newer clip to get the at McDonald's.
There's all sorts of residue. That's the weird thing about it.
You typed in place, not taste. You have place.
Oh,
You got to change it to taste.
Sorry.
There you go.
Good time for the great taste of McDonald's right here.
Just play the clip though. Play the clip. Play the video. At McDonald's. That's their singing.
Was it at or of?
No, they sang at. Slow it. That was really loud.
Oh my God, they say at.
Yeah, they sing at. All right, now you want to pull up the images that I have that say of?
Yeah, and if you look down here, you see the word of.
Of McDonald's.
Yep. For the It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
I found that a half hour before we went live.
Oh my God, that's
quick.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let me pull up some of these. Okay, these are some various residues. I've created a photo share that many people can collaborate with. Also, you may find you're going to find a lot of stuff on Theresa's Facebook.
Oh, you're showing the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, so I'm looking over here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it should be before the Henry Winkler, I think. Where the video is. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in. Oh, there it goes. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. McDonald's campaigns.
And slogans.
That's right.
And then the next one is an ad that says of McDonald's.
Hang on, let me zoom in on this one. Okay. You guys see this? It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let's take a vote on that one.
They want you to check another. They want you to check another video, Brian, to see if we can hear the slogan again. This time, maybe turn the volume a little down. I think it was too loud. That was the problem.
Was it too loud? I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
it's okay.
I'm gonna have to mute. Yes. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Some of these videos are different. Yeah, there's another.
Volumes.
This is the another one here. Here's another one, you guys. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Okay, let's hear it.
Entirely different commercial.
Is this seat taken? No.
That was more of a piano.
No, I think it's at the end.
No, I didn't play it. Normally, though, it does.
What?
Okay,
it's a good time for the great taste.
There's nothing like a good band.
Wait, did you hear that? It said of.
Let me hear.
I heard of.
Me too.
You guys heard of too?
I'm not hearing anything. It sounds like they're going into like a totally different verse there. Doesn't sound like the regular jingle. See the very end of it.
I'll slow it down to 75.
Oh yeah, they're singing. No, it says a good time for the great taste. Oh yeah. Go to the very, very end of the video.
Okay.
Of McDonald's. Yes, you found it.
I found it.
But it's not.
What?
It says the history says it's at.
That's so weird, though.
Try a
How the
different
Mandela
one.
works, guys.
That is
Good
creepy.
time for the great taste, 1984. Let's see what this says. We're going further back in history.
Great taste, all the great taste. It's a good time, all the great taste. It's a good time, all the great taste. It's a good time, all the great taste. Off McDonald's.
It said
Of, so maybe they changed it. Oh my
possible.
God, this is a headache.
Off McDonald's.
Yeah,
I
that's
heard
of.
of.
Oh.
What'd you
I
hear,
heard too.
guys?
Brian, see if you can find a clip from like the 90s or the 2000s.
Good time for the great taste. Well, Theresa, what's the next effect while we're gathering this last one here? Theresa, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, do you want to talk about Waffle Rocks?
What is it?
Waffle Rocks. You want to bring it up? It's an ancient thing.
Waffle Rocks?
Yeah, just bring it up. You'll see it.
Wait, who found this one? Is this what is this?
Eva.
Can't wait to watch the video.
Waffle Rock. Fragment of ancient alien spaceship. That's funny. Okay. Waffle Rocks. So apparently they're real.
I'll jump on it and go home.
Is it Waffle Rock or Rocks? Is it one or multiple?
Rock.
I mean, unless it's in really bad shape, then I'll just stay here.
Because I'm looking
see it,
like there's
Brian?
it's looking like there's a lot of them.
Waffle Rocks is. You say it was on Eva's channel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God! History Channel did a segment on it too.
That's pretty cool, huh? Want to talk about it?
Don't pour maple syrup on that one.
No, not unless you're a rock biter, like Never Ending Story.
Oh my God.
Which that one for me changed. The song changed for me. The Never Ending Story theme song.
I can't go to that because the noise.
Let's just see what one of these looks like. I'm not going to play.
Possibly having been part of a larger art. Sets of joints are apparent in the Waffle Rock. Just what could have made Waffle Rock clearly remains a mystery, and any hypothesis that links it to possibly having been part of a larger artificial craft quickly shouted down as absurd. The truth is, no one really knows what Waffle Rock is, but such hostility directed towards any extraterrestrial possibilities is something we always find interesting.
Okay, all right, I'll go for that one. It could just be a work of art, a mystery. All right, what's next, Theresa? What do you have?
One that I posted in the group earlier. I wanted to show the banana eelfish. It's pretty cool. It actually looks like a banana.
Oh, and then I'll do the frog afterwards. We'll jump.
Okay,
into
that
the
sounds
frog.
good. That sounds perfect. Banana eelfish.
All right.
It's really bizarre. Wait till you see it, Brian. It looks just like a banana.
It does.
There's Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you're so quiet.
I don't talk over people.
I know you're so polite.
He's such a good listener. You know?
He's polite. That's the thing.
Oh
He's
my-
very polite. We're rude.
I don't want to say no.
Okay. I'm sorry this is so loud, you guys. I'm going to tone it down. There is a banana eelfish that's going to freak you out right here. Okay, ready? Let's look at it. Okay. So what would happen if your banana started crawling around like this thing. It even has the
Burn
artificial.
my house down.
Thing out. Look at that thing. That's weird.
Is he big or little? He looks little there.
We're looking, huh, Brian?
Yeah.
It really makes him look like a banana, those brown spots.
Exactly. What else you got, Theresa? What else is new?
Oh wait, because that's a banana. In your Google Drive, there's the orange skin frog.
The orange skin frog.
Yeah, there's two images there. Someone photoshopped to make it look like an orange peel, but the frog is whole. That's just a Photoshop of the orange peel. You'll see the actual frog with the orange. He's got a lot of pores. It looks like an orange, like a skin of an orange.
All right.
Weird looking.
I've never heard of this. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Orange
Yep, I see
peel
it.
frog.
I don't know if you can zoom in to show the pores.
Yeah, before I thought it was just like an orange
does.
frog, but now I can see a little bit more of the pores.
You see it now?
I can see it. Yep.
And what is this here? What is this? Are these kiwis?
No, those
not
are
kiwis.
green oranges. That's a whole thing. Green oranges.
What?
No.
Yeah, listen, here's the thing. In this timeline, oranges now change like leaves with the seasons. And if you live in a tropical climate where there is no changing of the leaves, oranges don't turn orange. This is totally new to me. I've never heard of this, that fruit changes like leaves do with the seasons. But there you go. Oranges are green in tropical climates because they don't have change of seasons. That's a new one to me. I don't know about the chat.
No, I've never heard of green oranges. What
Me
the
either.
heck?
Nope.
I've heard
but
on
A couple of years ago, somebody was saying that oranges always come green and they paint them orange. A couple of years ago, I don't know where I heard it, but I lived in Florida and yeah, we had orange trees and they would be orange.
Are you serious?
We didn't
No.
go out and paint our.
Yeah, exactly.
We never
That's what
painted
I'm
our
saying.
orange tree.
And the color orange is named. The fruit is, or the color. One or the other. It's either it's the chicken or the egg thing. Either
It's
an
the
orange
color.
is named after the color, or the color is named after the orange. I think it's the orange is named after the color, right, Jeffrey?
No, the color is named after the fruit.
There you go. Okay, so that's the thing. Like, why? I'm sorry, I've never seen a green orange in my life, and they're everywhere. If you go to
Me neither. Are they in the grocery store?
No, because once they come to a temperate climate, they turn orange.
What?
Brian,
No.
get out of YouTube and search Google for green oranges, and you'll see the explanation of why they're green. They're green in tropical climates.
This is a good find. I mean, I've never seen. Has anyone else in the chat ever seen these things? Not saying it's an ME per se, but has anyone ever seen these things?
I've never seen a green orange, but
You know, you realize we have blue bananas now. I mean, come on.
I mean, unless you want to talk about an unripe orange or something.
And has anyone ever heard of fruit changing like leaves with the seasons? I've never heard of that.
Fruit can't.
Rick Satterwhite says no. Never.
I know those black apples. That really got me because
Oh,
I
yeah,
worked at an apple orchard. We had 52
Teresa, what about the
varieties,
black
and we
apple?
had no black apples. Burgundy apples was the blackest apple we had, and that wasn't black. It was just dark. It was like a burgundy color. They were my favorite apple, actually.
I posted
They're
that in my
extremely hard
group,
to find,
guys.
though.
Yeah,
Burgundy
Teresa,
are like the best
Teresa
apples.
posted that in her group.
Posted that one.
Aren't they called like horse apples or something? I thought you told me.
Something like that. Yeah.
There's Arkansas black, These don't look black to me, like the one you showed me in the picture, Theresa. What kind were those?
Those look purple.
They kind of do look purple.
Almost, Brian.
Oh, here's
I don't think I
another
want
one.
to eat a black apple. I feel like I was like taking it from the Wicked Witch. Like, are you sure it's not poisonous?
What the heck is this thing?
Yeah, that's an actual green orange.
It's a horse apple that's actually a green
Orange.
Oh,
green
I
orange.
posted that one too. The green one.
How is that an apple?
It's
I
an
don't know,
apple.
but that was Cynthia one too. I mean, not Cynthia. I mean, once upon a timeline.
Or something.
I have never seen that before.
It looks like something you'd find in the bottom of the ocean.
They said
That
Looks like
bizarre.
something you shouldn't be touching.
Looks
Yeah,
like
like
green
something
coral.
you shouldn't be touching. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I read.
Like a shriveled up
Looks
cantaloupe.
like it's got herpes.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
It's got a bad cold sore.
What the heck?
Give it some Abreva, please.
Jesus.
Okay, so what? There's another major.
I would.
Huh? Oh, what were you gonna say, Esther? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying I wouldn't want to eat that apple.
Nope.
Me neither. Outside or inside. The inside doesn't even look that good either.
I don't think you can.
Ninja, what new effects have you seen so far this week, or in the last few weeks?
There was one in the live stream where she showed a spider making like artificial spiders that looked really realistic. That's one that got me, but
A spider making artificial spiders?
yeah, like out of webs or something. That looked
Yeah.
really realistic.
That was crazy.
I've got to see that.
So
Where's that-
spiders
where's that-
spinning their web to look like fake spiders. If you want to Google it.
Yeah.
What,
Yes,
spider what? Spider what? Making what?
Spiders that spin their web to create fake spiders.
Just
That's insane. No.
Yeah, like insects.
It's like a spider decoy.
Yes.
What the heck? That is insane. You guys see this? You have to see this, guys. Where'd you see it? Okay, I'm having a WTF moment here, and Teresa's laughing at me.
You always have WTF moments.
Is it every single?
I thought you were. Hey, Ninja. I thought you.
We
were,
take turns to having WTF moments.
Okay.
You thought I was
Okay.
what?
You definitely want to write this one down, Sandy.
You thought I was what?
I'm writing it all down. But Brian, can I ask everybody why they would want to do this? Because wouldn't they want the web to appear empty so that the flies and stuff wouldn't see the web? I don't understand why they do this.
I thought about that too. Honestly. Like, why would they make a fake one?
They're just more talented.
Oh man, these are gross.
Yeah, I can't look at this.
The point of it is to be trans. Huh.
It's like
Spider that builds its own decoy.
Scare other spiders away.
I wonder what kind of spider it is, you know? And this is pretty fresh, isn't it? No, this is actually 2012.
Of course
that's
it
when I
is.
first,
Of course it's 2012.
that's when I first heard of it, actually.
Oh my
I
god.
just never mentioned it.
Of the genus Cyclosa. It crafts the larger spider from leaves, debris, and dead insects.
Why though? Why? That's the thing.
It's the first one observed to build a replica of itself with multiple spidery legs. Scientists suspect
the only thing I can think of is like
it's meant to confuse or distract predators. So it's not really for attracting prey. It's more to distract predators. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
So it has an ulterior purpose.
It seems.
to scare other spiders away or something. Maybe be like, this is my turn, so the domineering. Huh.
See,
That's
All
very
right.
interesting.
Well, okay. Very interesting. Any
Very Home
comments on
Alone
that
thing
one
to do.
before we move on? What? Sandy,
Yeah, I'm here.
you got that one wrote down? What else, Ninja?
just let me think for a second.
It's fine.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't share any from like before. There's so many to keep up with these last few weeks.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy?
It's been crazy, and the whole week just flies by. You know, it really does.
Yeah, and you know what, Ninja? It doesn't matter. I'm calling Jeffrey. It doesn't matter. Share what you want because not everybody's in the group. Not everybody's seen them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They should be in the group. They should join up. I understand some people don't have Facebook. So, for those that don't have Facebook, share something. If it's really important to you, share that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Actually,
Hey, Brian, do you see that Keith's trying to get in?
Yeah. Let's get Keith here in the chat. He's been trying to join us.
did you guys talk about the Home Alone movie footage? Like the gangster movie
Dead
footage?
GPK, if you want to join, let us know. He just got home.
Yeah, Dead GPK, we'd love to have you. Hey, we got Gloria.
Yes.
We got Gloria in the chat. Hey, Gloria.
Tell her to
Hey,
come on
Gloria.
too.
Gloria.
Gloria, come on.
I mean, do you want to do the Pringles
Background.
one while
It
we're
keeps
waiting
changing
for Ninja?
color.
Actually, I got.
That's what I was
You
thinking.
got
Ninja,
no,
what was
Ninja's
I saying?
got it.
I'm still her
I
thing.
got one.
Ninja's
Did
got
you guys
one.
Did you guys talk about Home Alone, the game, like the old movie and Home Alone on here before? I don't know if you have.
Wait, what about Home Alone?
The old movie.
Yeah.
The old movie within it. You know, the one where they like keep the change, you filthy animal.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
You remember that? Have you guys talked about that yet?
What happened in the clip?
It was just like a viral thing, and a lot of people were saying that the movie used to be real, but it's actually just made for the movie. Like a lot of people remembered it being an actual movie, but it
I did
wasn't.
too. I remembered it being real.
I thought it was a real movie.
And even Seth
It was a movie
Rogen
made
was
for a
mind
movie.
blown.
Wait, Seth Rogen said what?
He said he remembered it being a real movie.
Whoa.
Seth Rogen or Seth MacFarlane?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. I was going to say, because Seth MacFarlane is so affected, it's not even funny.
He could be related to Bryan.
Yeah.
My son's name is Seth.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, then there's two Seth
that must be really
MacFarlanes
fun.
that are really affected, huh?
Yeah, and as Theresa pointed out, there's how many Bryan McFarlanes that when you try to Google?
I don't know, Brian. I can't keep track. There's too many of you. You guys are multiplying.
There's one in the UK.
Yeah.
You ready
You
for
guys
this?
are all over the place.
Now, my name isn't very common, Sandy DiVinanzo, but my stepmom's name is Sandy DiVinanzo, too.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one. There's only two Sandy DiVinanzos that I know, and it's my stepmom.
Mine's an extremely rare name, so it's hard. I've only met like 2 other Esthers in my entire life, so
wow,
it's extremely rare.
You're the only Esther I know.
Yeah, I mean I've heard of others, like friends of mine, like they'll have the same name but different, and went on their face and be like, Esther commented on this. I'm like, no, I didn't. And I'll see that it was their last name was it was a whole different person I've never met. So, I don't know what their last name is. It must be really confusing, you know, when you talk to me and then you go talk to your other friend. So.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on for a second. First off, Alice is saying she's acquaintances with Seth Rogen, and he's a weird one. And she also says, now explain this one, Alice. I can't believe my mom was born in the 1900s. That's not that old. I was born in 76.
I'm an 80.
Yeah,
83.
in the
Oh, 01.
1900s.
Hey,
Like it was that long ago. It was only 18 years ago.
2001.
2001.
Well, my birthday's in a couple of weeks. Oh.
When's your birthday, Esther?
January 24th.
Oh, well, we'll have to remember to say happy birthday.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, you know, we talk about Doctor Who, and we found out that the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, that my son shares a birthday with him. He was born October 28th. And it was funny because, and I told him, I said, what makes it even cooler is his mom was pregnant at the same time and my mom was with me because he's only 3 months older than me. He was born 3 months right before me. I'm like, that is so cool. So not only did I share a birthday with, or my son share a birthday with him, but also like, I'm like, that was so cool. Like, we're only 3 months apart. So, like, that's pretty interesting. So, he's my favorite doctor. So,
I get it, Alice. It's okay.
Well,
I get it. She's saying me.
Teresa. Teresa.
Bryan.
While we're on the subject, of birthdays.
Cynthia's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's wish.
Oh yeah, I want to talk. I just found out earlier, guys. I get pop-ups on my Facebook all the time. Today is Cynthia Sue Larson's birthday, and I wonder if we should sing a song to her. She's a very famous author. How many books did she wrote, Bryan? 6, 7?
Yeah, she's written like 6 or 7 books.
And she is well known in the Mandela effect community, and she looks at it from a scientific type of approach, Bryan.
Yeah. Guys.
Quantum and all that big words I can't pronounce. But I wanna she's also in my group as well, Reality Residue Hunter, and I want to wish her a very happy birthday if she's listening. And if you guys want to sing happy birthday or just wish her a happy birthday, you don't have to sing.
Guys, listen. Bryan, guys, Keith is trying to get into the chat. He just tried calling me. I lost you for a minute. He's trying to get into the stream, Bryan. You got to add him.
My husband is at home in his house.
All right, let me send this link one more time.
So everybody want to wish her a birthday? You want to go from one person to another? Wish her a happy birthday?
What would be a good song for that? Can anyone think of a good song for Cynthia Sue Larson maybe for her birthday?
Let's think. What's the song to do? Oh, I got one, Bryan.
Yeah.
Memories by Barbara Streisand.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of that.
Yeah, memories, you know what I mean? Because that's what this is all about, is our memories. And also, speaking of effects, Barbara is now Barbara. So that would be perfect. Memories and Barbara. What do you think, Bryan? You want to do it?
Yeah. It's on YouTube.
All right. You play a snippet of it?
Yeah, hold on. Let me
All right.
read it for a
This
second.
song's going out to Cynthia Sue Larson again. A very happy birthday to you. Yeah, I love you.
Are you playing?
You guys still there?
Yeah, are you playing a song?
sorry. I had to get a drink of water.
I'm trying to avoid copyright. Hold on.
Back down the hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. They're pretty stiff with the happy
Keith.
birthday copyright.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith. Welcome.
We're about to play Happy Birthday for Cynthia Sue Larson. It's her birthday.
Oh,
Yep, today.
birthday.
Yep.
I'm so happy for you.
Don't know how old she is, but we're not going to go there.
Keith,
You don't talk about age to a woman. That's Not a good thing. Even though I've been getting carded because now I'm 55 and I want my darn senior discount, so I have no problem telling people how old I am.
Right.
Sorry.
There you go.
I remember that.
I want my discount.
Keith, I'm sorry I didn't answer it. You were pulling me from the show.
Here we go.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I was just randomly talking to you on there. I mean, because I'm talking kind of to a lot of people right now, and it's just, it blends all together, and then you just develop relationships, and that's what matters. So I had conversations, that's all that was. I enjoyed.
Okay.
Hey, Keith, I love what you did with the office. That looks cool, man.
Oh, you like that? Thank you. Yeah, I want to get you guys on this other camera because it would be a better view even for you. And it just looks better for when I'm doing the shows in general. To have it facing more this way because I have my drones and stuff here. And I always include the drones in a lot of what I'm doing, just because I can be so creative. It allows me to actually do things that ordinarily people wouldn't be able to do. So it can be effective in media, in developing media that helps people. So, and that's really what we're trying to do is build.
Shout outs.
We've been doing that. It's doing great. All this is great.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it, man. It looks upbeat, man. I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Happy Healer. You'll like my shirt if you can see it.
Let me see.
WP says he can't chat tonight, but he'll be
Today
listening.
I choose joy.
Yeah.
We were just
I love
talking
this
about
letter.
we were just talking about Cynthia Sue Larson's birthday, and I got a song for her that Theresa picked out. So I'll just play a short clip of it real quick, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
Hey, Brian, one more thing. A coincidence? Her birthday's today, and look what today's date is. Come on. Think about that.
It's like 911 backwards.
No. It's January 11th, 111, and it's Cynthia Sue
111.
Larson's birthday. Tell me that's pretty bizarre.
I see.
Or am I just reaching there?
No.
It's still 111.
Both of them still.
So many ones.
And it's
I didn't
2019.
think about that. 911. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
It's so funny.
Here we go.
I
It's
always hate that at work.
Memories of the Way We Were on the Sagittarius arm. How about that?
Wow.
Sounds good.
Happy birthday, Cynthia.
Happy birthday, Cynthia.
Of the way we were.
Okay. There you have it.
Charity of Faith's birthday is 1-1. Happy belated birthday, Charity of Faith.
Oh, happy belated birthday, Charity of Faith. Charity of Faith, I believe, is in New Zealand. Is that right? Yeah.
No, she said her birthday is 1-1. Read it again, guys.
That's why we're saying. That's why we're saying belated birthday.
Belated
Happy belated
birthday,
birthday.
right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant. Okay, my bad.
I wanted to share this possible enemy that Gloria shared with me.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
After you, can I share one after?
Wait, show what?
Can I share one after you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can take turns. That's cool. Okay, this is from Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 7, and it says here in the King James, "Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them."
Wait, booties?
Booties.
So, booties unto them?
I'm gonna have to look up the strong definition of booties on that one.
I
got a big booty.
I got a nice Holy Bible King James version right in front of me, and I'm gonna look that up in mine. What verse is this?
What verse was that again?
Habakkuk 2:7. And I'm kind of thinking of like pirates' booty is like It's like money, isn't
Oh.
it? Isn't it money? Gold?
What about
Yeah.
something you sit on, Brian? Isn't that your booty?
I can't even find that. Where? What is it?
Uh,
What's the
Can you find it?
verse?
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 7.
So 546. Okay, getting there. Hold on.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
All right, so let's see, Ninja, what you got for us?
Do you know that actor, Martin Clume?
The actor who?
Martin Clume.
I cannot hear you. Martin.
Do you know the actor Martin Clume?
Plume.
Yeah.
Plume? No.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt for 1 second. I'm so sorry. What it was Habakkuk? What? I typed it and it deleted it by accident.
Oh man. Okay. It's chapter 2, verse 7.
Chapter
okay,
2,
Candy.
verse 7. Thank you. All right, go on. I'm so sorry, Ninja.
It's fine. I don't know if he's a very popular actor, but do any of you guys know Martin Clume? I've heard of him a couple times, but have
Can you spell his last name?
That's where the change was, but I could see Clume. Martin Clume. Clume.
And what was it? What do you remember it being?
Well, I remember it being Clume, but it's Clumes now. It's Clumes.
I honestly have never heard of him, but I still notated it, and I will definitely look for residue on it. Do you have any?
Martin Clume. Oh wait.
No.
Martin Clune is Clume. Whoa, wait, hold on. So clearly there seems like there's residue for Clume, right?
Yeah.
So, sit down. I got a spot for you to sit.
Martin Clume. Yeah. How did you find this one?
Someone sent it to me on Reddit.
I mean, there's residue. Martin Clume.
Locker room. Or the locker room. Okay. Which locker?
Yeah, someone messaged
Martin
me on
Clume.
Reddit.
17. Okay, 17. Thank you.
I don't know.
If you want 18.
I got
What do you guys think? Anybody remember this actor? It wasn't.
What was he in?
I just knew him. I didn't know any of his movies.
Oh, you just recognized the name. I get it. Okay.
Okay, Clume.
I'll definitely look into it, though.
He's an English actor. Best known for portraying Martin Ellingham in the ITV drama series Doc Martin and Gary Strang in Men Behaving Badly.
You said Doc Martin?
Yeah,
Doc Martin, like the shoes. Doc Martin, really? That's my big one right there, Doc Martin. Sorry.
I had others, but
that's okay. Keith, what about you? Any new effects for you this week?
Now for me, I am always, you know me, honestly, I'm always basically seeing these effects all the time. I'm watching the shows that you guys are putting together. You guys do the work for me mostly. And I spend my time on community, on trying to reach out into further communities. Like, it wouldn't shock me if tonight we have drone people that would ordinarily never find themselves in any kind of truther network or shows or anything like that, but that would be watching this because I'm on. And I left a notice out, so it wouldn't shock me if they are watching it, and if they are, what's going on, guys? They're great dudes, and there's a lot of people like that are just in the larger, community and humanity. That's what Landy Mantics at the root of it is about. It's about passions, and there's over 40 different passions. Drones is just one of those passions. Imagine when you really get that going into gear, and there's 40 different passes, and there's everybody who are sharing different things that they love so much, and with it they share, you know, obviously there's also the happy healer, so it's got that character part to it. And the happy healer is the one who is setting the message for the truth that we're all seeing, because we're talking here to people who are spiritual. You know, that's how I see the Mandela effect as a miracle to me. It's a miracle. So I treat it like a miracle. And, you know, you're seeing things that we're changing. And that's what this is about, guys. If we have brand new people watching, that's what this is about. It's about changing. Like things that your life is just changing from one day to the next because you live in different worlds. That's kind of how it is for me, guys. I can't get too obsessive about, you know, the things from the beginning, because I'm really, in a lot of ways, transcended, you know? Not to say that nobody, for one thing, would ever be better than another person. It's not about that. You can't make progress if everything is a competition. It's just about doing the best you can do. And that's what the happy healer is about. That's what the happy healer has done. The happy healer is doing the best the happy healer can do. And then the happy healer wants everybody else. And I really think in the spiritual that we are like the ones to do it. The ones that have that ability, that we're getting that truth. And that, you know, that's our motivation and inspiration. And so there's a lot of different mantics. But again, it's all about passions. And so I just wanted to get a shout out to my drone friends that I'm sure at least one of them, not more. We have interesting groups going on. I think I invited you to, Bryan, where it's just, and I can't say it here, but it's like a mess hall group. You know, you go, it's like one of those groups where you could just take your frustration out on people, but you know it's not real. It's just to get things stirred up for good conversation. And some really interesting things comes out in that. And, you know, it's such genuine, raw truth. And people are not used to that. But when you're cleansed and you have God in your life, that comes naturally. When you have only love, no hate, that comes naturally. And people are moved and shocked by it. At first they think it's an act, but then they realize it's real. And the hope comes real. And that's what the happy healer is about.
And this is a group that anyone can join?
Yeah, absolutely. This is, oh my God. And then this is a fan-inspired group on Facebook. Fan-inspired. It wasn't made by the happy healer. I'm proud to say I don't even want to make them. I don't have time for that. And I also run Landy Mantic Productions, which does all the media, which pushes these messages. So I don't have time for that. But there's these groups that are springing up that are just fan-inspired, and they're growing. There's one that's called Keith Group, and it's actually in the messages, and I know you guys have seen it bouncing around. And then there's another one that just sprang up yesterday, and this one's like funny for me to say. You know, you've got to have, you don't want to be brash, right? But you got to have a little bravado. Like, you got to say, okay, we matter. Like, I love myself. I love me. It makes it possible then, therefore, for me to love you. You know, so you have to get beyond that. And so the reason why I'm saying that is because the name of this group will throw you off your seat. I mean, it did for me anyway. And I just want to tell it to you correctly here. Okay, yeah, here it is. And I have to give a shout out to Anthony Milling for this. Anthony, you know that you put this together and this is your brainchild. Oh boy. It says, Happy Healer, Landy Keith, House of Worship. Oh, get out of here. No, that's not what it's about. But it's actually funny. And, you know, the people in there are really cool. They have huge hearts. And they're passionate about the initial founding members and the ones who run it and the ones who created it, where it was, like I said, fan-inspired. They are amazing people, and they're just passionate about life, and we actually share a lot. It starts off as like a goofy thing, and then it gets a little bit, you get invested when you're having a relationship where you're getting mad or you're putting frustration out just because you're being genuine. It's not like real hate. And then real truth comes out. You actually also develop real relationships. So these people care, and we all care, and that's kind of what the group is about.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Keith, do you have a link?
Did it.
Keith, you have a link? Can you send me a link here in the chats?
Yeah, I'll send you a link right now. I got it.
Okay, so because people, I'm sure, want to know what you're talking about. It sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it is. They definitely. I mean, and like I said, I don't have any control over these groups. I don't want any control. I want it to be a democracy. That's the best way. It keeps me out of it, and it actually grows better. People know it's more authentic because you can't sit in there and just. I don't want to anyway. I just actually. If anybody else wants to do that, I encourage that. I'll come in and be an active member and put media in there and talk to you guys. But I don't want to actually build these groups and manage them. It's too much for him. Hillary's got way too much on his plate as it is now. We're behind getting out the Hitman. And there's some other excitement that are coming out, So, and all of these are very important because they inspire people, guys. They're very important. And that's important work. And that's how we reach out to the masses, right there.
Where you have the link so I can show people?
Oh, you know what? I'm doing it on. Yeah, I got you right here. I'm doing it on. Did I drop it in Facebook?
While Keith is doing that in the chat, Jacob's been trying to get your attention, Brian.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
The movie Mask is missing the dots. It's just Mask now.
Which movie Mask? Which one?
Isn't that the one?
Is he talking
Cher?
about the one with Jim Carrey?
Or with Cher? Which one?
No.
Wait, Sonic Hedgehog. What's Julie talking about? Sonic Hedgehog?
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Hedgehog was always all one word.
Yeah, it was. It was
Me,
Hedgehog was one word.
I don't remember the dots. Mask, the dots are gone.
I don't remember the dots either.
What is Mask? Which one? Oh, the cartoon? Mask cartoon, is that right? Do I have that right?
I never saw them. Yeah, I never saw the cartoon.
All right, Brian.
Keith, what made me that whole time while I was listening to you, I kept thinking about that verse in the Bible from Matthew 6:21.
Right.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And it goes on to say, the light of the body is the eye, and if therefore thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light.
That's right, man.
I love it, man.
Right? Isn't that so awesome? You know what's accomplished when in humanity, God made it like this. God made it like this on purpose. On purpose. I'll just butcher the English language, but get a point through. And the thing is he did it like this on purpose because it makes us actually have to unite to get anything special done. Nothing in history, in human history, has been on huge levels unless it's been done for unity. So that's why I really believe unity is like, that scripture is so awesome. And there's so much inspiration we can pull out of the Bible. And indeed, the Happy Healers had a complete transformation on what's even possible, what kind of inspiration is possible to pull out of the Bible. You know, people who know me most intimately know that I don't really care too much for the Bible. But I had a friend recently who explained to me how the Bible had a different view in the Old Testament versus the New Testament, and what that really means that not a lot of people fully understand. So what that's ultimately meant is that I'm taking a double look. The idea is that the message, have any of you guys ever heard of this before from the Bible?
Okay, so Keith, let me share with the audience your group here. What is that noise, guys? Can we please quiet it down?
It's not me.
On TikTok and I was scrolling through.
All right. Okay.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Here it is. This is Keith's Happy Healer Landy Keith
Yeah, they're on it.
House
They're on
of Worship
TikTok.
group.
Yeah.
And you know, Keith loves God. He's into his group, and if you want to join, go right ahead. I went ahead and send him a request.
And I want to warn you about this group, just to be clear, just so everybody who does join, they know. Like I did say in the lead up to this, right? That this is a group that you can be genuine in, and we explained how it can get almost a little bit like, how can we put this? You can get the truth in that group, but you got to have a strong heart, right? There's other softer groups if you're not really into that. So you're going to get the deep truth in it. I really feel that. And there's a sense that people just be themselves, have fun, and goof off and whatever. Like, just be yourself. If you want to go there and just have a place to just be yourself, there you go.
Yep. And there's also not there's a lot of Facebook groups out there too, and I also need to mention Theresa's group as well for residues. If you guys want to join Theresa's group,
Yeah.
I mean, while we're talking about Facebook groups,
Right, and I mean,
Keith, I'm glad that you're doing this for people, because there are many places that people go and they get turned away.
Right.
But you're not like that. You guys have your own community there too. Everyone has their community there.
And we're really doing special things, and all of us in our community. I don't see any separation. That's the truth. Everybody here are happy healers in my eyes. Everybody, because you're working for truth. You're giving time to it. This is not free. This is not paid time. Like, often all of us are working for free. I'm doing this full time myself, and really have learned to take on a lot of things. And I'm asking, for donations in certain sense, because now I'm a full timer, and I mean, this is crazy, right? When you spend your time, you still got to survive. So, at some point, something's got to give. Like, either you can't, you're going forward, or you hit a wall. You get my point. So, but when you have a passion, and you know that what you're doing is worthwhile, and that the miracles that we talk about every day on this show, or not every day, but as often as there, and as often as I'm on, and you guys are on much more often, you're talking about the very miracles that is happening where God's creation. So it's God's fault then. It's His creation. That means God gets credit for it. We're seeing His miracles, and it's just, to me, all inspiring to know that we see that. Like, not everybody else is seeing it. It's obvious. There's a supernatural power to it. Like, it's so amazing. And the deeper you get into it, the more it serves you. It doesn't disappear. Many people, they get too deep, they'll realize it's fake. But it's not fake. It's actually real, and it gets deeper and stronger, and you get happier, stronger heart. There's a wonderful place to ascend to. I really think Mandela effect is a great vehicle to get there.
Well, I don't know. I'm just glad that there's a lot of positive energy running around, and because we really need that in a time like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to all each try and be a beacon of light, a beacon of hope, with a message of hope. That's what unity inspires you. And then there's going to be people, for example, I'm nice to everybody. The happy healer does one thing, and that's love. Loves. That's all I operate on. People get mad, they hate, have resentment, they hate their brothers from years ago, their sisters, mothers, uncles, daddies did something to them, and they'll just never get over it. The happy healer doesn't do that. When you get to a certain point, you realize that just love fixes everything if you couple it with truth. You've got to have truth. You've got to have respect for truth. But love and truth together are the answer. And essentially, it can solve all problems.
Hey, Keith, I don't know if you were watching the chat, but Tammy Bachrath says, hello, Keith.
Hey, Tammy, how you doing, love? It's great to see you. We're all just one big happy community again. That's why I said we're all happy healers. We really all are. To be a happy healer is just keep doing this work and stay steady at it. You know, Bryan, you've had a very steady, you know.
Hey, Charity Faith. Hey, Theresa, are you laughing at me because I don't have a wrench?
Bryan, I just typed something for you. Look.
It's been a fun day, I'll tell you that. And
I'm typing on my computer.
oh, nice. It's working? Good deal.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Bryan.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Some comment in the chat here.
Patrick Roberts.
I have to mention Charity of Faith.
Is that preliminal?
She's. They say love will cover a multitude of sins. Amen.
Yeah, it will. You know, it solves everything. You know, I've actually recently have had some haters in my life that wanted to get in and get riled up and wanted to get deep. Some of them might be watching right now. How are you guys?
That's more MEs, Bryan.
Yeah, we got plenty more MEs to talk about. I like Drachma's thinking. Says faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love, not charity. Yeah, because in this timeline it says charity now.
Right.
That's one of the other Bible things. One of the many.
You gotta have love.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, Esther. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I said my daughter's name's Charity, which is why we named her
Oh
Charity.
wow, that is funny.
Yeah.
So she's the greatest.
Yeah. She's my only girl. I have all my boys.
That's sweet.
That's so sweet.
We have Joel, Simeon, Ben, and Charity.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Hey, Bryan.
And it's funny, my sister just had a baby and she called her Chloe, and it's like I never knew Chloe was in the Bible until my sister was like, "Oh, Chloe's in the Bible." I'm like, "Oh, what?" I'm like, "We would have named our daughter Chloe."
Adam Gardner's in the house.
I didn't know Chloe was in the Bible either until recently.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah,
Hey, Adam, how's it going?
Romans.
Mr. Adam. Ask him how he's feeling, Bryan. Adam, are you feeling better?
Adam, you feeling better?
He was sick. Poor guy. How you doing, buddy?
I have a couple of song emies. One I just found tonight.
Yeah, people are having ringing going on.
We got Esther. Can Esther speak? And then we'll go to Ninja, okay?
Ninja. Okay.
What were you saying?
I just found one tonight. There's two of them that I just found. I just started listening to the old. I remember the boy band Backstreet Boys. I know they're starting to become like a big thing again. I just happened to hear one of their songs on the radio, and I just decided to listen to some of their old songs.
That's kind of a Mandela effect, though.
It's the song, and it was on the radio. It was one of their singles, "As Long as You Love Me."
Yeah.
I was listening to it, and he says hand instead of hands now. Like you're holding. How does it go now?
Your beats? Your beats? Yeah? You like them?
Oh.
You okay?
I was singing it earlier.
Okay, if you want to hum it, if you feel more comfortable humming it, that's fine. So we can get the tune.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Wish Dead GPK would come on.
I want it that
Got my hand in your possession. I can get it or something like that. Let's see. I got your hand.
It's funny, you know what's weird? I was at the grocery store earlier at Walmart, and I'm passing by the magazine rack, and Time Magazine has put The Science of Memory. You can find this on the magazine racks out there, folks. The Science of Memory. And I don't know if they're trying to explain the logistics of the Mandela effect, or if they're talking about memory in general. That's something you'll have to find out. I know I'm going to try to pick up a copy. They're kind of expensive though. You know, they're like $20 for the magazine. You know. But Ninja, you want to go ahead with yours while Esther's thinking about the part of the song?
1 minute.
You're holding my life in your hands.
Oh, okay. What is
It suddenly popped
it?
in my head.
I see what you're saying.
Sorry, it just popped in my head.
Was it?
Is it holding? You're holding my life in your hands, but now it's you're holding my life in your hand. And I listened to it. I put it right up to my ear, and it was like and it says hands on my lyrics, but he's saying hand.
It says hand. Yeah, that's almost like that. Weird.
All right.
City of Angel versus the City of Angels.
It's like you're holding my life in your hand, like only one hand, like it's your hands because you're holding me with everything, not just one of your hands.
Right.
And I've heard the song like a zillion times because it was really super popular. I mean, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC was my favorite band, but I still love Backstreet Boys. So I mean, I was a teenager, so right when they were like big.
I like them at the time, and I like LFO as well.
Yeah.
Not many people remember
if
LFO.
I can say it, and then I don't, if you don't mind if I just say this one and then we can get on to ninjas.
Sure.
This one I just found out tonight, like right before we went on. I was listening to Just Give Me a Reason by Pink. I love that song. I learned it, and I learned it through the lyrics because it's really hard to understand what she was saying. I actually wrote it down. Where to go?
I love that song, by the way. So I want to know if I can see the change.
I love it, and I just typed it. I know I typed it in the chat where it's she's saying you're pouring it out, and you're pulling the drain. And then there's like another line he says, but we're complete. But that's not what she says anymore. She says, you're pouring a drink. And then she says, I promise we'll get clean or something like that. Like, I'll get clean. And it's like, that's not what you said. Because I had the lyrics on screen, the same exact on my Amazon Prime that I listen to all the time. And I have the X-ray lyrics. And they changed.
Wait, okay.
And I was
Esther,
just listening to the song.
Can you go over those changes again? The first one. What was the first one? You're pouring a drink or what?
Yeah, let me look. I actually typed it up, so I can actually, if I can get it to work for me.
I'm taking notes of the show. That's why I needed to know what you're saying, so we have it correct.
It's just taking a second for me to get to
it.
See, it's a little bit further up here. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. But I did type it. Let's see. It was right before that.
Oh, wow.
Star Wars we were talking about.
You said it was you're pouring a drink and something about a drain.
Oh, here it is. There you go. Yeah, it's... instead of pulling the drain, it's we're complete. Pulling the drain. She's now saying you're pouring a drink, and instead of saying and we're complete, she's saying and we'll come clean.
And we'll come clean.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense, but it completely changes the entire song.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
I mean, I'm like, what? I'm like, now you're talking about basically your alcoholics and things like that. You're saying that you've gotten to this point. You're not just saying that you're fractured. You're really fractured. So before it
and
made
it does
sense.
Fix.
You're pouring it in, but you're pulling the drain. So for me, it was like he was putting stuff in, but the other person was pulling it out. But now he's saying he's pouring a drink, and I'm like, that really doesn't.
And they both fit because she's praying that they're bent, not broken. So they both make sense. That's so messed up.
Yeah, she's saying we're complete, and now it's like we'll come clean. It's like it's a whole different. It changes the entire song.
I agree.
So
I have
it's
to
not
listen.
like adding an S or something. I mean, this is like what I literally learned the song by reading the lyrics because it was hard to understand those lyrics because she was like screaming it. So
Sandy, did you
so
catch that?
Yeah, I wrote it all down, Brian. So,
So,
you can look into it.
what is the effect here with that song again?
She remembers you're pulling the drain, and now it's you're pouring a drink. And
Pouring a
she also
drink.
remembers you're complete, but now it's will come clean.
Wow. And at the time, do you remember seeing the lyrics for that?
yeah, oh yeah, I learned it by pulling the it's X-ray lyrics that I have on Amazon Prime. So I pull those up, and then it tells me what they're actually saying because I couldn't understand what they said without them.
I'm sorry, Esther. Is that your
So-
TV? Because I'm having a hard time hearing you.
No, I don't have anything on. No, my kids are actually quiet.
Oh,
I
does
just hear
anybody else have a
something in the
TV on?
background.
Oh, I hear a TV. That's weird.
What's in here?
Huh.
No, you can't have my charger.
I'm not even.
It might be
yeah,
Jeffrey.
that like I said, I just found out tonight. I've been listening to that song. I just heard it at work. I love that song. So, I listened to it with headphones, everything, and I was
You know what I'm interested
thrown
in?
back when I read the lyrics.
You know, with all this stuff, I'm interested in like how like predictive programming plays out sometimes. You know, I really want to get into a show with that maybe next time. You know, if we can.
You mean like I mentioned how Hotel California flip flopped and no one knew about it, then all of a sudden the song has "and" again?
That's right, Brian.
I know
For
it's
me, this
insane.
is the biggest song change. Like this is just like, whoa! This isn't just like I said, one word or one letter of a word. This was like several words. This was 2 lines of a song that changed
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
huge.
So
That's a
That
huge
is.
change.
it was.
All right,
I
Sandy,
was
you
like,
got
no
that one?
way.
I got it, Brian.
All right, thanks, Sandy. And
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, go ahead. Sorry.
Do you guys know the actor Andy Samberg?
Andy Samberg, yeah.
Yes.
I know a lot of people remember his name being spelled with an M, which is like, but I just remember it like being spelled with an N, like Sandberg instead of Sandberg.
Andy Samberg?
I'm actually a dual on that.
Yeah.
Both sound right to me.
Yeah, for me too.
I remember N.
With an N?
Yeah, and now it's an M.
Yeah, it's an M now. That's weird.
I just remember him
I
from.
remember hearing it as with the N, but then later on hearing with an M, and I'm like, did I just really mishear that?
Do you want to ask the chat?
Yeah,
Ask
let's
them
ask-
what they know, what they remember Andy's last name being?
Yeah,
Samberg.
he was in Hotel Transylvania 3, I think, right?
He was in That's My Boy as well. I watched that movie.
He's in SNL all the time.
Yeah, he's in the Brooklyn 99, is that right?
Yeah.
He did the Alec Baldwin. No, not Alec. One of the Baldwin. Mark Wahlberg.
Guys,
Sorry, got the wrong family.
Chat,
Used to
what
do
do
Mark
you remember?
Wahlberg.
Do you remember Sam
Hey, Jack,
or Sandberg? M or N? Just type M or N.
Andy Samberg or Samberg? What do you guys remember? Mr. Joe Jones says Sam with an M. Anyone remember N?
I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's cool.
Don't
No,
apologize.
No, some of that background noise is me.
Oh,
okay.
Moon Freedom remembers N.
I remember that one changed before I knew what the Mandela was. So for me, I just figured, I just misremembered it, or didn't pay that close of attention.
Jacob's the same as me.
Like
it's
a lot of
dual.
these changes for me are kind of older, but I didn't really know about the Mandela until a few months ago, and I'm like, now it makes sense.
Tammy remembers with an N. So does Moon Freedom. Jacob's like me, a dual.
I'm kind of remember. I see 2, on that one. It's weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has anybody felt like they've had to multitask more lately?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
because
I'm multitasking right now.
Drone community, I'm considered the top performer. Like the way I fly and stuff, they're all shocked and love it. Like, I have a lot of interest, ability. It's really cool. And I think a lot of us possess amazing powers, and we're getting younger in a lot of ways. Like I'm 40 years old, you know, and a lot of people.
Brian thinks I'm getting younger.
yeah, like I don't know what it is. Like people in their 50s are like 30.
Um,
55.
You're welcome to show a picture of him if you like to, Brian. My recent picture, my Christmas one. Show how young I'm getting.
Yeah, I see that. I post.
You seem like you're all getting younger, Theresa.
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
I've noticed for like the last 20 years that each generation gets younger looking and younger looking.
I'll see you if you're back, boatman.
And that might be a trend.
I'm noticing, like at work, because I have to card a lot of people, and I have so many people that come in that I've carded, and they're like, seriously? And they're like 35, 36, and buy cigarettes. I'm like, this is just weird. I'm like, how are you that, old?
You guys.
That's funny.
But then I have some people come in and I card them, and I'm like, I'll never card you, and I'm like, I'll do it just in case because my manager's standing here, and then I'll be like, I'm so glad it did. You're only a couple years older than you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I find that it's very interesting how some people come in and they don't look their age.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Like
I had one lady who refused to tell me her
money.
age because she was too embarrassed to say it. I'm like, well, if you don't tell me your age, I can't sell it to you.
Like,
But she didn't look her age though. So
No, I
think she
mean-
was like 30, I don't know,
Oh,
she was like 40 something, and I'm like, she didn't look like it.
I mean, like I know at Walmart they're supposed to like card you if you look under 40. I think.
I know. It's so cute when people like don't want to show their age. I think my mom used to do that. To me, it just so doesn't matter. Like we're just all love. Like all that stuff. It just so doesn't matter. We're all just so loving with each other. When you reach that point, all that stuff melts away because that same love I have for me, I show it on purpose because it's real. Inside, we all feel that way about ourselves, or we want to. And the point is, when you reach that level, the beauty of that is you love yourself, but you also love everybody else too the same way. Because it's you learn to love your own defects, you learn to love your own faults and your own blemishes and your own, we all have them. And so when you learn to love that and love yourself completely in a whole way, it is easier than to love everybody else for their faults, and for their blemishes. And that's a beautiful thing. It's hard to do that for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. It's hard for people to age.
I got something to say. Actually, something to bring up because I want you to point out, Sandy, who was it that brought up Mask earlier, the cartoon?
That was Jacob O.C.
Jacob O.C. Okay, because I want to share with you that, and just to prove to you that this is like, it could be a Mandela effect in the making. In other words, like it could be flip-flopping right now because it's actually showing both, right?
Wow.
So yeah, you guys are going to flip when you see this.
Wow.
All right, there's Andy Sandberg that we were talking about earlier. There's residue down here where people are remembering with the N, right? So here, let me close this one and we'll go to Mask. Now, notice how over here it says Mask Animated Series with the dots, M.A.S.K.
Yep, the dots are still there.
Yeah, the dots are still here. But yet, when you go to the actual cartoon, the picture, it shows up without the dots, and the M and the A merge. You see that?
Oh my gosh.
These cartoons back in the day did not do that.
Jacob, are you seeing this? Are you still here, Jacob?
The M and the A are merged. Wait, this had to be what, an 80s cartoon, right? And how about this one while we're on that subject? What about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe?
I remember.
Does anybody remember it looking like this? I know we talked about this one time before on the show.
Yeah, I think I may have brought it up.
Okay, that's the new one. See, the new one is more how I remember it, without the connections, without the, of course, it has the he-man. But look right here. Look at this old
That looks
He-Man
wrong.
cartoon. It's
That's
all
wrong.
merged. The M, the A, the S, and the E, the R, and the S are all merged here.
The font looks wrong,
Man.
too.
Hey, Brian.
I don't remember them all being merged. Yeah, what's up?
Wrong. That font looks it was much more flat.
If we're
Ninja, let me turn your volume up. Hold on. Okay, what were you saying?
If we're on the subject of old movies and TV shows and they're like logos,
yeah.
Do you want to look at Dirty Harry?
Dirty Harry?
Yeah, look at it. I don't want to say anything. Just look at the logo.
Okay. Oh my goodness! What?
Another WTF moment, Brian.
Wait, are you talking about the movie, right?
Yes.
Not the cartoon?
Nope.
All right. What is up with this, guys? It's like an alien language.
I know.
Is that how it looks on the DVD cover?
No.
No, it's like
the TY merge, the
no, but
HAR.
The other logo's got the left cut off T.
And look at the A.
Wow.
Look at the A.
Yeah,
that movie's from like the 70s.
Oh my God! What? Hang on. Let's look at the DVD cover.
It looks like the whole.
Well, let's even go a step further and go to the VHS cover.
For 20 minutes from Milwaukee and 60 minutes from Chicago.
That's hard to see. I'm trying to find a clear image.
Late one morning.
Is there a clear image?
This is something strange at the end of his speech.
That logo looked weird, man.
All right, that's better. What you're showing now is better.
That looks more like what we remember. All right, let's look at the DVD cover now.
In the ditch were two large yellow.
We're trying to catch changes in history, you know? One of the things that, who was it in the chat that posted, there was a selfie in 1839, believe it or not. Somebody did a selfie. World
That was
first.
what I told you about, Brian.
Yeah, was that you, Theresa?
Yeah, that's one of the ones I was going to tell you about, but you're...
Hey, isn't Dirty Harry the Clint Eastwood one? Isn't that the one that quote that's changed?
Yeah.
Yell affected. What is the quote? Help me out.
Do you feel lucky?
Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do you?
Yeah.
And how is it now?
What did it change to?
Do I feel lucky?
You gotta ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky, punk? Now, do you? Right? Is that how it is?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It just it what he says now makes no sense.
Nope.
Because you can't ask yourself one question and then ask someone else. Then.
So have you shared that with any of your family members?
He's always asking, do you feel lucky? Not do I feel lucky?
Relate with that one.
Hey, Keith, do you feel lucky?
Figuring out if he's dealing with one.
I feel like that.
I feel lucky. I feel blessed.
I mean, I can get the logic behind it, but it's just it doesn't have that cinema quality. Like the whole Luke, I am your father. It doesn't have that same weight to it when you hear it, which I've always heard it. You know, do you feel lucky? I remember. I'm thinking of. You Dirty Rat is a different one I'm thinking of.
We have another huge Mandela that we need to bring up, and Sandy, I believe she found this one.
Yes, I did. The Pringles?
Oh, yeah. You want to ask them, Sandy, what they remember? Sure.
Yes, guys, I have a question for the chat. And if you're in the UK, you would know a different one, so it's okay. Don't worry about that. But this is more for like, I think US and Canada. The Pringles jingle. Once you pop, what's the second part of it?
You just can't stop, right?
Is it you just can't stop or you can't stop?
You just can't stop.
You just can't. Do you? All right. Here's what I want everybody to do in the chat. Either write just or no just, because that's the word that is in question here. You just can't stop, says Moon Freedom.
Oh, wow.
Brian obviously says
And when
just.
you said it just now, like you just did, it sounded.
Adam says no just.
In my memory, it resonated. Like that one is the correct answer. When you asked me before, I was like, I couldn't remember it. It had been a while since I'd heard it, but.
Oh, Pete says just. High anxiety says you can't stop. Moon Freedom says you just can't stop. It seems like we're kind of divided on this one. Jacob says just.
Do you want to show the residue that I sent to you, Brian?
Yeah, let me find.
Like,
Theresa, you okay?
Please.
Yeah, my phone's down to 2%.
Just one.
Brian.
Yes, you're just hanging in there. You're hanging in there.
Oh, my battery is like 13%, so please hold out.
My battery stays at 80% for 2 days.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good, Brian.
I'm plugged into the wall.
It's a Motorola Z3.
I remember Just for Lace too, High Anxiety, but this is like a jingle in my head that I can hear clear as day. Once you pop, you just can't stop. And I found a ton of residue for it.
Yeah, I'm going to show Sandy, you mind if I share the residue?
It's in the Google Drive, Brian. Right at the top.
All right. Oh, at the top, yeah. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
Yeah, Lays don't pop, Moon Freedom. That's correct.
Thanksgiving flavored Pringles. It's true. Once you pop, you just can't stop. Sometimes. Pringles is introducing a Thanksgiving line of the famous chips, including a pumpkin pie flavor.
That's gross.
I've never had
gross
those.
flavors.
Have you?
Me either. That's from this year, though, so maybe we missed it. That's all.
I guess so.
They have some really weird flavors.
But there's the line. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
Yep. Well.
And then there's a lot more there. There's a lot. I sent you like 4 or 5 of them. That's showing you what the original slogan. Once you pop, you can't stop. No just.
That's crazy.
These are both
all right. So I found some stuff too on Twitter. She'll be there till next June. Once you pop, you just can't stop. O2 in the UK on Twitter says, once you pop, you just can't stop. When are you due to receive your allowance again? Okay. Let's see. Some of these are funny. This vodka person, I'm not going to read their name, but it says that woman that got jailed for 2 months for opening some Pringles in the shop deserves a round of applause. Don't they know once you pop, you just can't stop? Oh, once you pop, you just can't stop. Wondering where all the Pringles have gone. Opened up some Pringles and found the top 5th of the container empty.
They are pretty good.
And you gotta love that.
There were more images I sent you too, Brian.
Yeah, on the photos?
Yeah.
Okay, let me jump back over here then.
You've only got about 11.
Keith.
Yeah, go ahead.
Keith, what do you remember? What's your memory on that one, man?
Bob, you can't stop.
Okay, what is up with the fawn? What's happening there? I like the kitty. I definitely like the kitty.
I'll take the kitten. I know the new ones, like what, Pop, Play, and Eat or something like that. It's weird.
Oh, this one too. This lady here. You just can't stop.
Yeah, I just grabbed like the first 3 that I saw. There was so much residue. It was crazy. Like even the next one, there's a gray one. There's an old fashioned. They put the Pringles in his arms. The old photo.
Yeah, this one. Once you pop, you just can't stop. And how could you, given that nothing satisfies or indeed could ever or can ever satisfy the will, which is always striving and thus suffering as long as it is not?
Yeah, they put it into a quote underneath the picture and added the Pringles to the guy's hands.
Yeah, it was that's what it was. So what happened?
I don't know.
It got mandected.
Well, hey, eventually that'll probably be a real picture.
Oh my God, could you
The way
imagine?
things are going, Pringles will be invented like in the 1700s.
Probably.
You're probably right, man. So this is a self-portrait selfie in 1839, and I think Dead GPK pointed this one out. So thanks, Dead GPK. Look at this. That kind of looks like Dirty Harry, doesn't it? Do you feel lucky, Punk? Do you? All right. So
that's right.
I know along those lines I've watched a lot of Paul McCartney interviews and stuff, and one was he was on I think Jimmy Fallon show, and they were showing pictures that Paul had taken, and one was he had took a picture of himself, and he's like, "What's going on here?" And he's like, "Oh, that's just me inventing the selfie," and that was taken in 65. So up until that point, it wasn't really well known to be taking selfies.
I guess it was forgotten through the years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he wasn't actually saying that he was inventing it, but it was a great joke because everybody knew selfies weren't taken back then.
Okay, so Adam.
They said it was very, very hard to take a selfie because you couldn't really know what you were taking a picture of.
Hey, Hebrew guys, it's 11:11. Hebrew's here because Freaky Friday is running late.
Oh, hey, welcome.
Did you like that?
Adam
Hey,
for
brother.
Christ says Mitch Hedberg made a joke about Pringles. I want to see that clip. Adam, if you have a clip, help share it in the chat so I could bring it up for everyone, okay? Mitch Hedberg. Let's look that up, bro. Mitch Hedberg. I'm curious about that one.
I know you're talking about the fawns.
Yeah. What's up with the pond? You want to talk about that one, anyone?
Sure.
It's been a while since I've seen Happy Days, but I know that it does look odd. Now that I guess he used to have a black jacket, and now it's brown, but now I guess Theresa's been finding dual.
I think you got plenty of residue both ways.
All right, so which is it? Did he have a brown jacket, folks, or a black jacket? What do you remember? Please post in the chat and take a vote on that one.
I remember
Black.
100%.
Both, Brian.
Definitely
Both.
black.
Both.
Okay, I know Happy Days is kind of an old show. It's when was the show? In the 60s, right?
And the 70s, wasn't it?
60s and 70s on the famous Ron Howard, the movie director. He used to be in that show. He was the redheaded guy. What was his name? And then you had Fonzarelli, who was hey, he come
Henry
out.
Winkler, Brian.
Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
Hey, right?
Yeah.
70s. Mr. Joe Jones says 70s. Daniel Burdick says black, big exclamation
There's brown
point.
in the Smithsonian Institute.
Sandra Martin says black.
There's brown residue.
Hebrew says it was a brown leather jacket.
That 70s show did a little funny where what's her name? I know her name. Jackie dressed up Kelso, and he had the black jacket, and he has, of course, long hair, and she's trying to pass him off as Marlon Brando. She's like, "Oh, you're a Marlon Brando." He's like, "No, you're the Fonz." And everybody in the show says, "Hey," and they're all like, "Yeah, you're the Fonz. She dressed you up as a Fonz." And he's like, "Did you dress me up as a Fonz?" She's like, "No. Well, you happen to look like him." So, the whole episode, it was, I think it was the one that she pretended to be engaged in. I had shared it on Facebook was as part of the residue that I found.
Who found
I
this
remember
effect?
that scene. As soon as they said that, I was like, I remember him wearing that black jacket because that was a funny scene.
All right, let me pull up a picture so I can show everyone.
Theresa, who found the jacket? Was that Evan?
Bryan, read the article that I sent you. It explains about why there was two different colors. The article I sent you.
Bryan?
I'm looking. Was it in the group chat or in the PM?
I sent it to both of you guys. It was a link.
Theresa, who found the jacket? Who found this effect?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I sent it to you guys in the chat thing.
I got it. I got it right here. So let me.
You guys hear me?
Scroll down and it'll explain about it.
Who found the effect? Who found
There's the reason why there's two different jackets.
Yeah, who found it? Who found it, Theresa? Who found the effect?
Not on Facebook.
I'm not sure, but like I said, I looked for explanation why there was two different colors. Because I remember both colors.
Was it Evan Powers who found it? Or Rich Vasanik?
Oh.
Okay, so,
yeah.
To keep with the cool jacket theme, how can you neglect the Fonzie jacket? If anyone asked me a few years ago, I would have sworn that jacket was black. And see, look, this is the way I remember it too. It was black. It was black with a white T-shirt, but of course I would be wrong. Look what it says here. This one supposedly has the correct label and Winkler's name inside, but it does not look like what I'm seeing on the screen.
Further down.
It's brown here, but up there was black. And so let's. Is this like that white gold dress versus the brown and the, or what was the colors? The white gold dress thing. Is this
blue
brown or black?
The white gold and blue black dress? No, there's pictures of him wearing both jackets. And Evan Powers saw him wearing a black shirt now too. It was always a white shirt and black jacket for me. So I think the effect is that now it was both.
Good close up of the collar. Yeah, and by the way, Evan Powers is in our chat. I wish he'd join us for a little bit.
I think he left because I'm asking if he found the effect and he's not answering.
Oh, hey.
What were you going to say? I'm sorry. Jeff, go ahead.
I blinked. I found it, and I just completely forgot to answer the question. Sorry.
It's okay. You found it. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So Jeffrey found the jacket change.
But there's more in the article about it.
All right. Let's look at that article one more time. I'm gonna comb through it here. Okay, so regarding the heritage of the Smithsonian jacket, this is a reply to an email sent to them. Your inquiry of April 19th regarding, is that the part you want me to read, Theresa?
No, it explains how sometimes it was black and sometimes it was brown, and the reason why they switched back and forth.
Right. And notice this is what it says in the email response. I have to read this. Hang on. So it says, regarding to the Smithsonian jacket, your inquiry about Fonzie's jacket has just been received by the Smithsonian's Public Inquiry Mail Service.
Yes.
Fonzie's jacket, acquired by the Smithsonian in 1980, bears a sewn-in label that reads Western Costume Company, Hollywood, number whatever that 240701, Henry Winkler. Exactly. Thank you for your interest in the Smithsonian Institution.
They sent him a letter.
Oh, that's perfect.
It was Institute. You know, that's another effect.
That's perfect.
Go further down, Bryan. There's more.
Okay, it says here.
There were several he wore on the show. It says there were several that he wore on the show. The original was black.
They wore sometimes in the earlier episodes he wore one color, and then later on he wore the other color, and that's why I wanted you to read that part. It explains it.
Yeah, that's weird. There were different ones. I hate to dispel the myth, and that's Scotty Baio. Really?
No, it actually says he wore two different colors. In the show.
Yeah, there was one. there was one that he would wear if he was on the motorcycle. There was one he wore on the set, and it changed. First, there was that Jimmy Dean red jacket. Then it became another leather jacket, which was more realistic. Then there was a third
Red.
jacket, which was a little wimpy.
There was a red jacket.
I never knew of a red jacket, but
I only knew black with a white T-shirt, and Evan Powers found the T-shirt change. He wears a black T-shirt now too sometimes, and I never ever saw a black T-shirt.
I don't remember that now.
Hey, Brian, remember there was a lot of seasons, so he switched off and on a lot.
Right, but if anyone, excuse me, I'm sorry, it's getting a little late over here on the East Coast, and I'm running. I'm sorry.
Show the pictures I sent you, Brian. Show the pictures. I sent you of both of them. Tons of them.
All right, let me find it here. So, okay.
Yeah, I sent you tons. And if you notice, the brown ones were the brown ones were, I think, in the earlier seasons, and the black ones were in the later seasons. That's the way I'm understanding it.
Okay, I'm looking for when did you send it, Theresa? Around what time? Because there's so much.
In the chat, when you guys were doing the group thing.
Oh, in the group thing? Okay.
Yeah. Sandy probably seen it too.
I mean, the residue that you posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the group chat. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, the group chat. You got to go back. I was trying to show you guys all that, but you guys were chatting about other stuff.
Keith. Keith.
Yeah.
Hey, any thoughts on Fonzarelli? How do you remember him wearing his jacket? What color was it?
Black. I thought.
You?
Yeah, when I remember the black jacket, as far as I remember.
Okay, I'm looking at the pictures now. Yeah, what is up with this black shirt now with his black jacket? That's weird.
Yep. I have pictures in the Google Drive too.
You see the brown ones too?
Hey, Brian.
Yes. Yeah. Good.
I'm going to show you both ways.
Yeah, I'm looking at him now.
There you go.
Hey.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I watch Family Guy a lot, and I wonder if there's like residue, because I know there's an episode where the Fonz appears.
Really? Can you help me find a clip so I can present?
Sure. I don't know if it's residue or not. I'm just saying that it might be.
All right.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Oh, it is. It is. I already found an image of it.
Oh, good job.
Okay.
Oh my God. He's got both jacket colors in the Family Guy, both of them.
What?
I'm gonna put it in the Google Drive, Brian. The two
Okay,
images.
yeah. Send that.
All right, because there's two images from two separate episodes of Family Guy with two different colors. I'm adding them right now. You should have it in a minute.
These effects, they never seem to cease. I mean, they keep coming, and they come in waves. I feel like, like you might not see any for a little while, and then there's one that always is like a real face melter.
Yeah. Did you get them yet, Brian?
I'm looking. Let's see where. You sent it on
It's in your Google Drive, yeah. There's two.
The Google Drive or Google Photos? It's in the photos?
The Google Photos, that's what I mean, yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Oh my goodness, you're right. There is both of them.
Told you. I think it depends on what seasons there were, whether they were the brown ones or the black ones.
Okay. Let me share. Thank you, Sandy, for finding that.
No problem. I just found something weird too.
Thanks, Theresa, too, for finding the other ones, okay?
Well, I sent you a variety of both colors. You see
I know,
that,
I saw that. That was good. There's the black jacket, and if you look over here on a different is it a different episode or same one?
I don't know if it didn't say.
But there's the Fonz with the white shirt, and in this one he's got a brown jacket.
And jeans too. And I think he wore boots, didn't he?
Hey.
And Brian, I found a doll, a Fonz, like an official Fonzie doll. He has a black shirt on the cover of the, like on the carton packaging, but the doll is a blue jacket. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I just added it to the photos again. If you want to see it.
I'm sorry, what do you want me to look up?
I go back to the photo drive, the Google photo drive. I found a Fonzie doll from back when the show was on the air. And on the packaging, he's got a black jacket, but the doll looks like he has a blue denim jacket.
Huh.
I've never seen that before. I just added it, so it should be at the bottom.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out right now. And Christian says, "Hi guys, I love you all." Oh, thank you.
Hey, love you. It's so sweet.
Oh, that's so nice. We love everyone too, and we really appreciate you all being here.
It's such a weird color, you know. Maybe in one kind of light it shows up brown, the other black. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. The brown jacket sort of looks like it's a different style to me too.
Yeah, but the brown jacket is what I'm sort of feeling like I'm receiving an upgrade. That the brown is how it always was, you know.
And
That's
I just
weird.
want to point out before you open up that image, Fonzie spelled wrong to me. I remember it spelled with a Y, like Rick Satterwhite just typed in the chat. The Fonzie doll is IE.
That's what I remember.
But the doll, the official doll, is IE.
Whoa.
That's right. Yeah.
I remember.
I'm looking at it right now.
I actually remember IE.
You remember IE, Jeffrey?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but I might just. I'm not. That's the crazy part.
All right. You want to know where I remember IE? Fonzie Bear. And the Fonzie I remember with Y.
Oh, like Fozzie Bear. You talking about like
Fozzie Bear? Yeah, Fozzie Bear. I'm sorry, I meant to
Fozzie
say
Bear.
Fonzie.
Yeah.
But I remember him having IE and Fonzie having Y.
That's really crazy.
But do you see that? How it's a black jacket, but a blue jacket on the doll? Why?
That's true. That's good. I like that.
They ran out of dye in the ink factory.
we have like different memories, but that's the weird thing.
Yeah, tell me something, you guys, because I just noticed something weird about the A's in Happy Days. Were the A's always like that? Like where there's like a missing part in the A like that?
No.
That's new.
Did you guys notice that?
That looks weird to me. So does the connection to the P's.
Does nobody remembers this, right?
Pac-Man A? No, I don't remember.
No, I don't remember that slit in the A's.
The letters are all like merging. It looks.
Oh my God.
The H and the A.
The H and the A merge, and then you have the slit in the A.
Yeah.
I want to ask the chat on that one. Please help me, because
looks like an R, a weird shaped R.
I mean, you could definitely see it right here, the slit in the A's, and the A to A merge.
That shows to have like a connected logo.
I know, especially for that era, you know.
Yeah, that was more like recent time type of thing.
That's awesome. I think you found another one there.
Hey, Cowboy. What's up, Cowboy? Cowboy's in the chat.
Hey, Cowboy.
Hey, Cowboy.
Hey.
Wow, Dan's running really late tonight, huh?
Yeah, Pete says it looks wrong. Yep. So I don't know. A bunch of new effects tonight. Anything else?
Yes.
I have
Okay.
stuff too.
Oh, really? All right. I'm open ears.
Theresa, go first.
Theresa, you go first, he said.
Sounds like Batman.
Brian, Google leaf butterfly.
Leaf butterfly.
I think we talked about that one. Never mind. Yeah, we talked about that one.
Yeah, that's an older one. We did talk about it. I remember that.
Towers of baloney.
What?
Towers.
Towers of baloney.
Oh,
It sounds like.
That's what it is.
It sounds like. Hey, I was gonna say, phony baloney.
Google Towers of baloney.
Oh yeah, pull up baloney, Italy.
Baloney.
Another evil one.
Hours of baloney.
Yeah, towers.
I don't see anything for it. I'm looking.
I'm
Eva
sorry. While you
finds
guys
so
are looking,
many.
Oh.
Freedom. John, I remember John Ritter having a TV series. He died in the 2000s. It was I forget the name of the TV series, but like How to Date My Teenage Daughters or something like that, or Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughters.
yeah.
So it was in the 2000s. It wasn't the 80s for me.
Simple rules, right?
Yeah, 3 Simple Rules. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I could not remember the name of it. And it was 3 Simple Rules, but originally it was a longer name. It was 3 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughters. And then they just changed it to 3 Simple Rules, I think.
Right? Or is it 8 or is it 3? I thought it was 8 simple rules.
8 Simple Rules. That's it. Yes, thank you. I could not remember the name for the life of me.
8 simple rule.
Yeah, 8
Yeah,
Simple
that sounds
Rules.
familiar.
And he died. He died while filming it, and they even did an episode. The next episode was about him dying.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Does anybody remember this?
Not too much, no. But I remember 8 simple rules, and I remember him dying.
I watched it every I watched every episode.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And it used to be 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter, and I don't know if they have that listed there. They did shorten it, but I don't know. I don't see any. Yeah, for Dating My Teenage Daughter. If in the second search thing under IMDb, it has the ... for Dating My Teenage Daughter was the original title.
Yeah, that was so early too. It was only like the program was very young. They were almost going to kill it, but they were trying to put it alive or something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they brought on David Spade, and it didn't work. And after one season, after he died, so he must have died in 2004 or 5.
But you know that Kelly Cuoco, who was in that, she actually has emerged now to be one of the biggest Hollywood stars. Has been making millions for every film.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's been TV. I'm sorry, you're familiar with her, right? Many of you.
I'm having a hard time hearing you, Keith.
Oh, Kelly Cuoco. You know that, or I'm not saying her name right. Maybe I don't know.
No, you are. I can hear you now.
Yeah, Katie Coco.
Yeah. She's a pretty big star these days, and she was in that 8 Simple Rules.
Yes, she was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, there she is right there. I remember Jonathan Taylor Thomas was in one of the episodes too. You know who he is, right?
Oh, and David Spade. David Spade's in there. So it's a TV series or a movie?
A TV series. They brought in David Spade when John Ritter died.
Okay.
He was the star of the show.
Yeah.
There's the original cast with John Ritter in the middle.
Yeah. That was sad because he was so excited. That show was going somewhere, and then bam.
Yeah, the show was it was popular.
And she that was her breakout right there. She did make that was her star, I think, pretty much.
I'll have to check that one out.
But people are saying that they remember him dying during Three's Company.
Really?
Yeah, that's a totally different timeline for me.
Yeah, for me.
I remember him dying more recently.
So many change.
What about any more?
Well, doesn't Jeffrey have one?
Any more
And
changes?
Theresa was talking about the towers of baloney too.
Yes. I was pulling up pictures for that. It's actually called the Towers of Baloney, right?
Yes.
At first, I thought you said Powers of Baloney.
No, towers with a T for Teresa.
Okay. They have leaning towers of baloney.
Why?
Read about it?
That seems like such a waste of food.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If you thought the leaning tower of Pisa was enough, the two leaning towers of baloney present more.
Oh, we're talking about the city of Bologna.
I guess they're
not made
Oh,
of
yeah.
Bologna. They're
In Bologna.
they're buildings in Bologna, Italy. Okay,
Yeah, but
that's different.
I guess the tradition is there's two buildings, side by side.
I've never heard of them.
That's why it's a new effect.
So it's a new effect that there's two twin towers in Bologna.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jeffrey, you're next. What
Okay.
you got?
So I have one that you may not agree with, but have any of you guys heard of Kenneth Copeland?
Kenneth Copeland?
He's like a Christian televangelist.
I have not, but please go on.
I have.
Like,
Kenneth
wait.
Copeland, yep.
Yeah, I
Didn't he
think
get
I've seen him.
tossed out because he cheated on his wife or something?
Alright, so I remember, like, his name, I have, like, a memory of his name being spelled with two P's, his last name.
And I'm sure there's...
Like Copper. So
it.
Copland, you remember his last name being Copland?
No,
like
I remember...
Copper?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that does seem like it's got some merit to it.
I mean, if there's residue out there, you know that you're not alone. I mean, what was his wife's name?
Huh?
What was his wife's name? Because I think I just saw something with his wife, maybe name on there.
I don't remember his wife's name.
Right here it says Kenneth Copeland with two P's. Don't let the devil put one over on you.
This is like, I found this on Scared Performance's channel.
Okay, so Dan found this?
Yeah, I never spelled his name, so.
Yeah, look, it says right here, Kenneth Copeland, two P's. I don't know. What do you guys remember in the chat? Anyone know this minister? Anyone ever heard of him? I don't know.
And
what?
Oh, I was gonna say.
On the radio, so I'm not sure.
I was gonna say, after this one, like, can I share just one more?
Sure. Yeah, Jeff.
Do you guys know Longhorn Steakhouse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember it just being like LONGHORN, but like the H is now capitalized. And
Yeah, I don't remember the capital H either.
I don't remember that either.
Did you find this one, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that. Kind of like how Landy made it now, but it was not like that for that.
Let me pull up a logo PDF for it. You guys hear me okay?
Yep. Guys in the chat,
Longhorn
what do
steak.
you remember? Do you remember Longhorn being like one word, or Longhorn being two words together with a capital H?
One word.
I just remember it being one word.
One word.
Yeah. I mean, it's one word, but the capital H, you know, it makes it look like two words.
That was a good. Who had that? Jeff? Was that Jeff?
I don't remember
Well,
that.
no, I don't
It was
remember that
either all
either.
capitalized or all lowercase.
I don't remember it capitalized like that either.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
But that could be a
No.
logo change. But the logo change wouldn't include changing the H to a capital.
It's been like this from 1981 to present.
No.
It looks
Nope.
like launch. This G looks like a C to me now. It looks like launch horn or something.
Launch horn, yeah. Or launch horn, yeah.
Launch horn.
Yeah.
Man, that looks messed up.
Yeah, it looks like the chat's agreeing with you, Jeffrey.
I was strong on that one, definitely.
That was a good one.
That's a good find.
I'm impressed. That was pretty good. You found that?
Yeah.
I always like going in there because the peanuts, you don't have to worry about picking them up. You just basically throw them on the floor, they scoop them up, you know. And then they have all these like weird animals. They have like bunny rabbits with horns and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to keep an eye out for that.
Jackalopes.
You know, when people find a bunny with horns, you know, it's like they think something wicked is happening, right?
We used to have a couple of jackalopes. Yeah, they were cute.
They're cute, right? That's what I mean. Like, they're really cute, but some people, the horns.
They were. My dad liked them because they were just a funny thing, like on our wall when people would come in and like, what in the world? And we're like, yeah, they're just jackalopes. It's okay.
So beautiful. Our understanding of what the Mandela effect is so much healthier when it's in a positive light. That's what that is. And it's actually.
Yeah, look,
My
search
house used to be
instead.
filled with all kinds of weird animals.
Guys,
We had a full-grown mountain goat in
Oh.
our living room, a full
Brian, scroll
bobcat,
up on the search.
an elk on the wall,
It says it's two
deer
words.
everywhere.
It says search instead for long space horn.
Right. But now it's all merged together.
No, I'm saying it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, we remember it one word, but it's saying search for two words instead.
Right. I remember one word.
So do I.
Look, here it is.
So do I.
This is a LinkedIn. Somebody on LinkedIn. Hold on. Rachel Renner, designer at Stationery Works, and it mentions Longhorn. She worked there. This is a server who worked there. She remembers a capital L, all lowercase the rest of the word. How about that, guys?
Yep, look at that.
That's what I thought. Actually.
What do you guys?
Speaking
What do
of
you guys?
restaurants,
Go ahead and put that down. Sandy, you want to write that one down?
Brian, I'm writing down every single thing we speak about.
Okay.
But no, wait, Brian, it's not that she remembers. It's that LinkedIn remembers. See how there's a logo there? LinkedIn remembers it with a lowercase h.
Right.
She's finding it and tagging Longhorn Steakhouse, so the logo's showing. She's finding it in LinkedIn.
Here's a restaurant manager, Louisville, Kentucky. Look how they spell it. I don't know if it's the same thing. It says restaurant manager. You guys see that?
Yeah. But you see how you can click the restaurant itself, and LinkedIn
Sure.
has it as Longhorn? Right below that?
Yeah.
The company results?
That's strange.
That is strange. I've never seen that logo.
Was that?
Theresa, how on earth is your phone battery lasting this long at 2%? Hello?
9%. So I'm hoping it holds out. Speaking of restaurants, have you looked up Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, recently. I think it was last month I looked it up, and I know it looks funny.
It says 0%, so I don't know how long I'm going to hold out for.
Yeah, we're losing you, Theresa.
Brian?
Yep, we're losing you, Theresa. If nothing else,
Can you hear me?
yeah, if we lose you, Theresa, I want to tell you that we love you and thank you for coming on.
Brian, hear me?
I hear you.
Bye, Brian.
You're fading out into the matrix.
Don't fade into the
No.
It's
Brian.
No. Theresa, stay with us.
No, she's gone. No. All right. At least we have each other.
Well, just in case, because I'm holding on 0% right now.
Wait until Theresa hears this back.
I'll send her some energy. Tap your phone. Send her some energy.
Okay.
I just do that at work when I give somebody a lotto ticket. I'm like, here, it's a winner.
You're talking about Jacqueline Miralax, remember?
Oh yeah, Miralax. What's up with Miralax? The A and the X are merged in Miralax.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Teresa.
And the E in Pepto-Bismol is turned upward now.
Oh my.
But that I don't know if that's an effect because it just changed.
Brian, Jack Links.
Yeah, does anybody remember Jack's Links? Or is it always been Jack Links's?
Wait, what?
You know that Jack Links is now Jack. It was Jack's Links and now it's Jack Links's.
No.
Oh, that's so wrong.
That's wrong.
Not even close, right?
Huh?
It's like that's not even close. I mean, it's sort of off.
I know it's just weird to me. You know?
Yeah.
No, it was Jack's Links for me.
It was Jack's Links. I used to eat the stuff all the time.
It was Jack's Links.
Yeah.
Let me show you what it is now. And there's tons of residue, you know?
And Bryan Adams, for Christ, sent you an email with the Pringles joke. Pringles joke.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see them all the time.
The Pringles joke?
Yeah, he sent it to
You're
you.
very expensive.
No, that's not right. It was Jack's Links for me.
Hey,
yes. Yes.
That's right.
Does anyone remember jerky being spelled with an E?
Yes.
I
like
don't.
Jerkey.
Right. Yes. Like beef jerky.
Oh man.
Because I do. And it looks weird without it. Like turkey jerky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. No, you gotta have.
Teresa.
I can see it, but it wasn't. It was always just a Y for me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think. Like turkey is with a EY. Sometimes when you say something, you see it or think about it differently than when you see it.
Okay, so we have a clip from earlier that it came by request. Hang on. Let me go back to the. He says it was an email that came in from Adam. He says 3310 to 4340 tells a Pringles joke.
We lost Theresa.
All right, so 3310. He tells a Pringles joke.
I am out of ideas. Sometimes I wait to people I don't know. It's very dangerous to wait to someone you don't know. Because what if they don't have a hand? They'll think you're con.
Guys, let me find the right part. I don't want to get copyright, okay?
Okay.
Uh-oh. We're here by ourselves.
Oh, no. Christian Stefan, what's different with the CERN logo? I can look it up while Brian's looking at the looking for the marker.
What is it? What logo was that?
In the chat, Christian Stefan is saying, Brian, look at the CERN logo. So I want to know what's changed with it. Still waiting. It doesn't look like it's changed to me. I still see the normal 3 6s. Well, normal for them. CERN is still separate. Christian Stefan, are you still here? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
just want to make sure.
I'm here.
I just want to make sure.
It's just Brian we can't hear because he muted it.
Yeah. All right. I don't see any changes. I mean, I don't think I can present, but it's still like the 3 6s attached with the circle, and CERN is still separate. Oh, he's saying wait. Sure, I'm waiting. Go ahead. Take your time.
I wanted Brian to look up the Cracker Barrel and see if it looked different to him because it looked odd to me.
I was just there.
Yeah. There was like this extra swoop around, like the K looked weird. I remember I put it on Facebook and asked some people, and they said that it looked different to them too.
I'll take a look at that too.
It's been a long time since I've been to a Cracker Barrel, but I used to live right down the street from one, so I see them all the time in South Carolina. Like they're everywhere.
I'm looking at the images now of Cracker Barrel. Yeah, that you mean the K going, the K and the C and the B merging?
Yeah, it looked really odd. It's been a little while since I've looked at it, but I just remember when I saw it, I was like, something's just off about it. You know, like we've always said, when something's off, you just know that something's changed, and whether you see it right away or can tell what it is, sometimes you can't always tell.
All right, well, we'll tell you there's been a actual logo change where they merged the C and the B because I found it both ways. But the R, it used to be lowercase and now it's uppercase. Hold on, Christian Stefan, CERN was in the center. 6 was uninterrupted. Now 6 is interrupted. I will check that out.
Yeah, my battery is like really low, so I don't deviate away from this. I would look up stuff. I tried to do that just once and it drained my battery, went from 13 to 9%, and I'm not going to do it again.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's possible that they changed it. I'd have to look it up. This is for Christian Stefan because I found the logo both ways. I found it in the circle like you remember, and I found it with it broken. So it's possible they changed their logo to represent the multiple. There's actually 2 colliders now. So it's the 2 colliders has it with the broken 6, and the 1 collider has it with the CERN in the center. CERN was in the center. I know. I have the logo both ways. I'm going to send it to Brian so he can show the 2 when he gets back.
All right. Oh, is Brian away?
Yeah, Brian's muted right now. He's trying to find the Pringles joke.
Yeah, I found it. I found it, but I don't hear the clip where he says, "Once you pop, you just can't stop." Oh, what is that?
Never. That's actually. I have a friend from Uganda who is in charge of an orphanage, and we've just been developing a relationship over time. And so she calls in, and that's what that was. So my apologies. Maybe one day we can have her on.
All right, Brian, while you were gone, Christian Stefan in the chat was saying that the logo changed for CERN. I put images in the Google photo drive because I don't know if it's. I think I don't know if CERN changed their logo because I found it both ways. I found it the way Christian remembers it and the way it is now. The way he says it's changed. So if you can show both of those logos. And then also Esther remembers Cracker Barrel changing And I don't know if that's a logo change again because I found it both ways. So if you could show those logos, it would probably help a lot.
Yeah, okay, so the Cracker Barrel and CERN.
Yeah, start with CERN. There's two different logos. And Christian Stefan, I want you to tell me if the one with the one there's two colliders and one collider. The one collider, tell me if that's what you remember when he pulls it up.
Which one?
The one, see how there's two, there's a single one right there? Is that what you remember? The one on the bottom? With CERN and, no, not that one, the other one. Yeah, that one. No,
That one.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at it delayed on the screen. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So the original is the one collider with the 3 6s with the CERN in the middle. And now it's off to the side. The 6 is broken and there's two colliders. He's saying it's residual. But it could be, but see, it could be that they changed it by adding multiple colliders. That I'd have to research that. I have to see if they actually changed the logo. Or if that's
the
just
one
residual.
The broken one I remember seeing more recently.
And the difference with Cracker Barrel is the CB is merged. The letters are all lowercase. And if you look, compared the two, the CB wasn't merged. Now it is. The letters were capital and now they're lowercase. The K used to go into the outer rim and now it flips around to the barrel. Can you see the differences?
Yeah, that's weird.
The
Looks
different,
like a kidney
bean. But that could be a logo change. It does. That could be a logo change too. I mean, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I was trained. I have a degree in graphic design, so these are typical changes in graphic design. So I have to research them to see if they're actual changes like Logopedia, or if I believe they changed for you overnight, Christian. I really do, but I have to research it and see what the history says because these are new changes to me.
Yeah, so as soon as I saw that Cracker Barrel, I'm like, there's something that's wrong.
So this the one here on the left you're saying is residue?
I don't know which one it is now. All I know is I found two completely different logos. And she said swooping around. So I think the one on the right is new and the one on the left is old.
Okay.
It just looks weird.
Yes, the CERN definitely looks weird.
The CERN one, I remember the one on to the right hand side, the one that's broken, is the one that I've seen more recently. Somebody was showing it how that's 666, and compared to the other one, it doesn't really look like the 666.
Yeah, so
I mean, it definitely does. They're definitely two different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's got like a yin it's got like a yin yang thing going too.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just a change either. So I said that's the one that you're zooming up on. That's the one I've seen more recently because it's a very clear 666 in that graphic design right there. Actually, there's 1, 2.
Yeah, I think this one had to have been added on later.
There.
Well, in either way, it's 6. In one way, I believe. In the other way, it's also right. Is that what it is? Both ways, it's 3 6s. If you go one way, it's 3 6s, and then if you go the other way, it's also 3 6s. Look.
Okay, Brian, I'm sending you another picture of a Cracker Barrel showing the dates in Logopedia. But CERN isn't in Logopedia, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how to. I have to research that more because we don't have like a nifty little cheat sheet. But I just sent you the Cracker Barrel with Logopedia dates, so we know which is old and which is new.
Yeah, I know sometimes I'll try to post something on the residue and just this is not an actual change, but to keep it in our mind because sometimes it will actually change later down the road and say that actually was always the way it was, even though it wasn't always that way. before. Like they'll change it and then later on change their story and say, oh, it's always been that way. So like Subway.
Right.
Yeah, it always had the two arrows.
And also, get these
That was
premonitions.
a very interesting conversation when we had those two arrows put on our napkins. That was a funny night.
Brian, can you? Okay.
What is it?
No, I was actually just checking these controls. I'm not used to them. I don't use them often.
All
right, guys. CERN did a website redesign, and they're in the process of doing it. And it looks like they have changed their logo as well.
All right.
So that's CERN. That's the old logo had one collider. The new logo is two colliders. So that's actually a change by the company.
Oh, really? A documented change?
Yeah, and they're also in the process of changing their website with a new theme to match the new logo.
Like, well, you know, they're
I'm
coming up
interested
with
in
more
what
and
the
more
chat.
those colliders.
I'm interested in what the chat has to say, and also, Sandy, I'd like to do a prize giveaway for a T-shirt and a ebook. And it's an ebook on the Mandela effect, written by Vault Team 6. I'm not sure if he's here tonight or if he stopped in, but he spent a lot of time writing that book, and I mean, I've read like half the book, and it's amazing, you know.
Wow.
And you know, it's very hard work being an author, and I like to support our community. So every book that I pass out, I also give a portion of it to him. So so please, Sandy, would you like to pick a winner from the chat?
Sure. How about we do like to make it fair? I'm gonna think of a number between 1 and we'll say 50, and starting now, put in a number, and whoever picks it, I'm gonna put the number in the notes. That way, we know it's legit. I just put the number down. Start writing numbers. Whoever gets it's gonna get the T-shirt.
Yes.
Between 1 and 50, guys.
Oh, wow. I have my numbers in my head, so I'll just have to write later.
79. No.
I'm just going to say somebody's close, but no cigar yet, guys.
What happens if I pick the number? I'm kidding. No, go ahead, Sandy.
I'm still waiting. Need more numbers, guys. You can guess again.
Need more numbers.
It's between 1 and 50, Jacob. Keep going. Wow, no one's gotten it yet. I mean, there is 50 numbers, but still. People are getting closer. Oh, we have a winner. Adam Gardner gets a T-shirt.
Adam Gardner? What was the number?
16. 16. It's my birth date.
Nice. 16. You know what? I had 32. 32. Think about that.
32?
Oh, wow. 16 and 32.
Yeah. Because 30.
Congratulations, Adam. You're welcome to either keep your prize or you could give it away, whatever you want to do. But anyway, you want a T-shirt and a book. Just please send me an email, mandelaeffectawareness@gmail.com. Please be sure to put down your T-shirt size. And because I have limited supplies on certain sizes. And if I can't get you that one, I'll get you a different one, okay?
Congrats, Adam.
Congrats, Adam.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
It's a cool shirt.
Aw. Moon Freedom said, that was fun. Do this every time, LOL. Yeah. We do a lot of giveaways. So anyway, I want to thank everyone for coming on tonight. Is this all the effects we covered? Sandy, are they all covered? Any other ones? I hate to, speak now or forever hold your peace kind of thing.
Right. Like,
because there's always that one effect that you're like, oh man, I should have mentioned that.
Hey, Brian, do you want me to tell that weird shell story with the gas station I was telling you about?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We got a few minutes.
Yeah, it was. I was watching World Church on YouTube when she was still doing her videos, and she was talking about the shell stations that they were all changing to just the shell, which we now know that most shell stations have that. And so she's like, well, go by your shell station and find out, you know, does it say letters or does it have the shell? So the very next day I drove into town and I drove all around town and I noticed the shell station had just the shell. And I was like, oh wow, like this place is closed down. And so I was like, why did they change it after closing a store down? Why did they change it to the shell? And I even asked my kids, I'm like, you know, do you remember having the shell? And they're like, yeah, I remember it used to say shell. And I was like, okay, well, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They should be open, but, you know, they said it closed down. So I was like, well, okay, they changed it. I went back about, I think it was like 4 or so days later, and it changed back, and now it says shell on the awning and everywhere, and it was open for business. And I was freaking out. I like my whole van was full of my kids, and I was freaking out. I was like, "What in the world?" I'm like, "How did it go from the other sign to now saying shell?" And what's interesting is it's actually closed back down again. Like it went right back out of business again. And it hasn't changed though. It's still saying shell outside. But I thought it was the craziest thing. I'm like, I know I'm not going crazy. I drove by really carefully and I made sure like it's all over the building. Like I had the shell symbols all over it. And then next time I went into town, it said shell like written all over, and the whole awning had changed and everything.
So you had
And
a flip flop.
That was the creepiest thing ever. I'm like, I really can't wait till it changes back. That was a flip flop, but that was the weirdest flip flop to see in real life, to actually see something like that change. So and I didn't. There was no construction crew, nothing, and it's just weird. It's like for about 2 weeks it would be open some days, and then other days it would be closed down, and like all those shelving units would be gone. So I don't know what's going on with this store, if it got stuck in a time rift or something. I don't know what it is, but it freaked me out. I'm like, I never want to get gas here. And now it's apparently closed down again and they said you can see like shelving units gone and everything. So
Bryan,
it was
Yeah.
freaky.
When Esther's done, I have to tell you something about the CERN logo. It's important.
Sure.
It is
Go ahead, Sandy.
Okay, it is a Mandela effect. I'm going to explain why. It's one of those Mandela effects where history changes. Like history is saying that they're doing a redesign. But if you go back and look at all the videos about the CERN logo, it's showing the new logo, like from a year ago. Wow. So it is a change. But it's one where history changes to fit the logo, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Christian Stefan, yeah, and they're saying yes, guy. I get it now. It took me a minute. Yeah. It is totally a change. The logo is a change.
That's something right there.
And that original one is residue.
That's weird.
I've seen a few of them. They're really hard
known
to
about
prove.
CERN for a few months now, so
yeah, they're really hard to prove because the history changed to support it. So they're harder to prove. It takes a few minutes. That's why it's hard with the chat saying Mandela effects, because we don't have the chance to search for it. You know, like we don't have the proper time to research it. But while you guys were talking, I was looking and I'm like, wait a minute, like Moneybags, all the videos have the new logo. They shouldn't if it was just a logo change, like the website's saying. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm starting to fall out here. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm all tapped out on effects. I don't know if anybody else has anything.
I know we quickly mentioned it, Bryan. You had read it last week, I think it was, on my comments about the Big Bang Theory. That, what's it, Penny? That in real life she actually has children, but now she doesn't. That one freaked me out.
She never had any children. What?
Yeah, now she's chill. She doesn't have any kids. She had 2 kids. I I remember watching the behind the scenes footage, say the hide pregnancies while on screen, and they showed her scene specifically in her apartment with Sheldon and how she had this big bag to hide her belly. And I remember they said that they had issues with filming why she wasn't on set for a few days, was because of the fact that she was pregnant. And so they had to write her out of some scenes because of her belly. And then, of course, when she went into labor. And now she's...
Did she get remarried? Because I thought she was married to a different guy.
Yeah, apparently she's gotten married twice now, I think. She's on her second husband.
Who's pregnant?
I
didn't hear you broke up. Who?
I don't remember her name. I can never remember her name.
Kaylee
but the lady who played Penny.
Kaylee,
Yeah,
you
the
talked
lady
about
who played
earlier.
Penny on
Kaylee Cuoco. It's hard to say her name. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember her having. She had 2 children, and now she's never had any children in our reality, apparently.
Yeah, I'm unaffected by this one. I
thought it was pretty.
Kids.
Well, let's see if anybody else remembers having kids or not.
It kind of scares me when I hear about people having children and then they don't have children, because I'm like, I have children, so it scares me. It's like, am I gonna wake up one day and going, where, I'm missing a couple children?
That would be kind of scary.
Yeah. I try not to worry about it, but it's still like that kind of in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes when you go shopping and like you're like, the other day I was shopping with one of my children and I walked away and then I turned around and I'm like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? And I'm like, he better not have disappeared. So, and then I like found him like he was like it was behind like a shelf and I didn't see him, but it was kind of one of those moments where it's like, oh no. So you wouldn't want to be like searching for somebody who never existed. So I think that's the scary part too, is like if you retain that memory and then you can't be like, they're gonna call you crazy and stuff. So because it's like, I knew I had a child. What happened to them? So
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
if you ever saw that movie, The Forgotten.
The Forgotten. I haven't.
Yeah,
seen
The
it.
Forgotten.
I wanted to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Well, basically, these aliens come to Earth and they do this experiment, and they actually take her son away and all of these other children too. But she's the only one that remembers her child, and none of the other people. There's like 12 kids, all go missing, and nobody remembers except her.
I have seen
and
it.
Basically the entire movie is trying to find the children, and of course her bond is so strong with her child that eventually the aliens give her back the children. So,
I have seen it. It stars the redhead. What's her name?
Yeah.
That's
it
an older
kind of
one.
reminded me of the Mandela effect, where it was kind of, there was some parallels to it. It's like, this is like an experiment, like some grand experiment, like seeing if we can retain our memories, like hold on to them.
Right.
It was just kind of one of those interesting things.
That's probably a good one to watch again now that we're affected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen that since it came out. That's why I even forgot that I saw it until you started describing it.
Yeah, it kind of, like I said, there was like a lot of similarities to what's going on, and it just kind of was like, I just wonder.
Do you remember the name of the actress with the red hair?
Oh, what's her name? She's Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore. Thank you. Just so I don't forget.
It's funny how she got the other dad to remember. She found out. So it's kind of like, I feel like that's like us, where we're trying to get other people to wake up and remember remember, because by remembering is how they got their children back. So it's like, I don't know, it's interesting how it was like this grand experiment.
Oh.
Jeffrey, do you have anything else to say?
Jeffrey, anything else?
What kind of music do you listen to, remember?
I was listening to Twinkle Little Star earlier. That was something off the wild side I wasn't expecting.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Keith, what did you say?
I just heard in the background somebody talking about what music are you listening to, and the answer to that was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, baby.
I mean, the YouTube station.
It is really hard to hear you, Jeffrey. There's too much noise.
Individual channel and YouTuber station.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
I want to thank everyone for coming tonight.
Yes.
Not old like you or anything.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
coming,
having us.
everybody.
It was fun.
It was nice having so many people for so long.
Keith, Keith, can you exit us out with a prayer, please?
It's always my pleasure. Yes, dear Heavenly Father, thank you once again for bringing our congregation, really, right? This is our community. So we congregate here and we share thoughts, we share love, we share real, genuine experiences. And so we thank you for that opportunity. Oh, Lord, thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you all.
Amen.
Amen, guys. Have a great Mandela Effect night, and God bless. We will convene in 2 weeks, okay?
Okay.
We'll be back in 2 weeks. Love y'all.
Love you, Brian. Love you.
You too, Keith.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.